head right into Cloud 805 versus Vite. It'll be a fun match for sure.
Gonna be an interesting one indeed. Again, Cloud with the kind of Maximilian dude-ish fit, looking pretty good. He started off getting some good damage. Now you're stuck in the corner, holding the set play. Went low that time, and this is like domination.
Really well done. Yeah, that's sort of the prowess of Kain, right? It is how strong it is that he has not only in not how strong and how good he has it not only in neutral, but also when we're talking about Hokutomaru. It's such a big deal, and I like the fact that Vite was ready for that punish. Remember, yo, all sweeps are punish.
This is true. This is true. You gotta learn your punish, though, to be fair. Nice. Pick up the box to keep the pressure going. Decent hits. Sends out the fireballs. Oh, what a crouching C into the cross up for a reset throw. Very funky.
Okay, nice. I like the fact that Vite is actually not giving up and that he's chasing down. The red gauge is up pretty far, but a whip punish could definitely spell some really, really bad times ahead for Vite. Has the super. Oh, does it go for the mine? That should be enough to kill anyway. It is two back-to-back supers, two back-to-back level 1 supers, excuse me. And that's enough to be able to close out the round.
That was a really good round indeed. Cloud just on the offense, kept it running. And, you know, keep in mind, first hit 2 until we get to that top 8 spot, meaning Cloud already one more match away. Good crouching C, able to confirm on the counter hit. Not easy doing those moments. Or bait the DP. This is like so good for Cloud.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think that what Vite's going through right now is realizing just how not oppressive Kain is, right? But more so how bad of a time Preecha has in this matchup in general. While her fireball is great for taking advantage of characters that may not be able to contest her own, it's a very different story for somebody that's able to close the gap just as quickly as Kain is, just through any stage of the game.
Oh yeah, Kain is very scary for that. Good backdash, the wild punish with the crouching C. Doing some good damage indeed, but he uses the level 1 as a setup? I didn't know you could do that there. Very intriguing indeed. Stuck in the corner. Oh, does not give a damn. Flash kick this game.
Oh, nice. Good shimmy. Yeah, and that's another big thing too, right? People realizing the throw game, the throw ranges aren't as big as most people assume in this game itself, right? There's so many times it is where I've tried to go for an opportunity to throw somebody and I see my hand inside their body, right? The throw range is a lot closer, so people are now realizing the spacing and the understanding it is that you need to be able to actually go.
Armisael, really good player. I've seen their Hotaru many a times. Top notch for sure, but another Preecha on the screen.
Yeah, another player I've been seeing myself run into the rank bracket for sure. Their Hotaru is definitely a force to be reckoned with. That is for certain. Missed the DP to come after, but once again, the DP is pretty quick recovery, and they didn't miss the timing too far off, so they were able to recover in time, which leads to a combo like this that will neck them to kill for this very first round.
Goddamn, what a start! It will get a ton of damage dealt and just absolutely dominate.
Yeah, built with that bar as well, like in the middle of that combo string. I've been testing out a lot of stuff that's been going on in this game, and EXs, you know, something that I don't really hear talked about as much yet is EX is not building U meter. Only normal specials actually build U meter. And SPG, if you use the rev blow at any point in time in your combo, it gives you a huge chunk of meter to actually build off of, which is super, super solid. That's only +1 off of the crossbow with Preecha, and pops the rev blow yet again. I understand. SPG has to be coming.
Oh, for sure, yeah. The hidden gear being represented. Of course, going to give them some good damage. The main reason why you do that, you see that overheat hits 0 cooldown. You've not killed, but you're in an amazing situation to take a round.
Already put themselves in overheat, which means they feel confident enough to be able to take this to the limit, if anything.
Keep the pressure going. That's a punish. Oh no. I feel so sorry for Kelzo. You've got everything in your favor for the comeback. They're in overheat, 1 HP, and unfortunately dropped it. Went for the chip out. DP was not aware of how much damage they needed to get the kill there. So unfortunate.
The red blow actually coming through. See how hard Armisael can cook. You got to be careful about hitting the button during that. When they use that heavy reflector, it's a spacing trap. If you mash a little bit too eager after it, Hotaru can't get the whip punish.
Right, for sure. This is some good damage though from Kelzo's Preecha. Staggering in with the normal into the DP break. Pops it back up. Oh, massive DP from Armisael. Goes for the offense. Good tech on the throw. Kelzo having to give up that space.
Nice. Good range on anything and gets the air to air. Once again, another DP whiffed. At this point, I'm starting to think that they might be doing it a little bit more on purpose to try and upset the timing for when people might think something's coming. Red blows straight on through and puts themselves in an overheat, but has to utilize the reversal in order to actually escape the incoming pressure from Preecha. This should be a kill. Goes straight into the super. Fun routing as well. No, this is the one that works. Not from that far away. That super, as far as it is that I know, if you use heavy DP break, you actually can use the level 1 version or the level 2 version of that flip kick super they just did, but you would have to use the punch one because it's going to carry her far enough forward to be able to lead you into the corner. That's the only way you can get that. I've dropped that too many times. Oh, is that going to hit? It is, yes. Really well done.
That is probably the perfect spacing for that super. Nice catch with the special going in for the cross up that catches him in there. A good jab out from Armisael. Not wanting to hold on to that pressure. Opted for their own offense. A misconfirmed, but you still got the advantage. Just looking really good for the fella.
Has the red blow, and Armisael doesn't, which is a pretty big lead. Yeah, exactly. And Kelzo knows that. They're looking for every opportunity possible and caught him with the EX run-up throw as well. Went for the EX fireball from Armisael and catches him low with the sway. Man, shades of DJ. I'm hating it already.
You're not too wrong on that. DJ, quite the swear. You need to know when to do it to back up and avoid a poke or anything of that nature. You see Kelzo actually basically a bit work here. Nice. Nice.
Well done. Tried to go for the neutral jump. Wanted to see if they could bait out a throw. Any option impossible. Goes for the heavy reflector yet again and has plenty of bar to be able to dump this if need be. Set up with fireball and keep the pressure on. Has to do the EX fireball. Yeah. Does not want to get HD'd in the situation, but this could be really, really bad. This is going to take them out of SPG. But Kelzo has 58% on their rev gauge, a lot less than Armisael does, and a back throw leads to guess for game. The cross up that is so unbelievably ambiguous. It's it's much harder. Like, it looks a lot easier when you're watching it, but as somebody that has dealt with that so consistently, like, it's unbelievable how ambiguous that can be.
Hyped for this one, but Lord Flo, also a Gato main. You must be hyped for this one.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, that's my boy. If anything, it's all obviously like super sick to be able to see what's going on with Gato. This is a very, very hard matchup for Gato as well, just to put it out there. Gato struggles with anybody that has like an above average projectile, which is like all of the top tiers, to be honest with you. So this is a really good start up for Kula so far. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely ambiguous. No, that hits in front first that you have to deal with, and then you deal with the cross up after. Yeah, no, it's incredibly ambiguous.
Oh my god, but yeah, Kula's goated. Absolutely love the Ronaldo. But that was something I did think about as well, and I feel like that affects Tizok. It's just any character with a strong projectile equals the worst time ever. And for Gato, that's the exact same. What a TP up show as well, my god. Go ahead. Nice.
Absolutely, yeah, just pretty clinical. And this is part of the reason why it is that this is the reason why I say that, like, characters like Vox, characters like Tizok, unless like you really put in the work, and also like characters like Gato fits into this, but he's not bottom tier by any means. This type of character is the character that can't really contest against somebody that has an incredibly powerful projectiles, because they're able to control the neutral so effectively, and his ground projectile isn't as amazing as it was in like Marketable, to be honest with you. So he can't really contest with that. It's not really going to be as easy for this. And once again, Kula showing everybody exactly why he is last week's champion. God, this is so crazy. Okay, absolutely. Got the DP, yes.
The DP. Oh, we got the links and everything. Lord Flo can get some good damage off this. Dun. In the corner we go. But the DP escape. Kula is not afraid to let it rip, and you're going to see that so many times. Yeah. And that's a handball violation, yellow card.
That's incredibly unfortunate too, because that exactly itself is that like Float went for the more scaled route. If you use EX Palm first and then you go into either stomp or back turn hands, it scales it incredibly hard. You have to go into back turn immediately to be able to find more damage and scare people out of it. Kula never afraid to use that reversal where possible and has SPG available as well. You already know what time it is.
It's time, better take a taka for sure. Boom, 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 boom. Stops the ball. Take a deep breath, chat. Finisher!
It's time. Already.
There you go, it's...
What's up? Overheat already. I like the pressure. Be ready to block the DP, but the back tech actually offset how his pressure was, and then went for the DP anyway after the fact. You know, realized he was too far away and even still managed to find the counter hit. If it's one thing I actually liked about Lord Float's pressure was the fact that they were able to maintain it so heavily towards the tail end of that.
Goddamn Kula. What a way it starts off. But heading into the next set, we've got Pato versus Pineapples, Terry versus Gato yet again. So kind of what I'm wanting, kind of what you're wanting. So that's gonna be fun to watch. And I do like the color fit on this Terry. Keeping it cool and sleek.
Nice, always business formal. For sure can't use that stance. See, that is going to whiff every time. Got counter hit by the incoming crack shoot. Nice. Wants to go for the overhead if he made contact. That was +5, so he does have a chance to be able to get the connection for some decent combos if anything. Good low into it as well. Wanted to reset after that. I like that idea, but too much hit start.
I was not. What was it? Yeah, suffering from success. You're 2+. Good tech. Keeping it cool. Oh, nice. The EX bar knuckle, but unfortunately no confirm because they had the extended hurt box of that leg, meaning the crack shoe does not connect sometimes. It's very awkward.
Yeah, every Terry and the mother is going to be looking for an opportunity to pop that burn knuckle if anything possible, as well as that, right? Do you know what that reminds me of? That's very Kai coded. How Terry the run-up throw from full screen or from mid-screen, very Kai coded for sure. A great jump in, not going to find the biggest damage possible with that. You have to be ready to try and JD that if you want to go for something, and you have to be ready to hyper defend that wreck up speed. That's Gato.
To get even more into the Kai coded, if you really think about it, EX burn knuckle into crack shoe, that's just patriarch, isn't it? Yeah. Pineapple's getting a good corner scenario, jumps in, Pato's completely flipped it around. We're staggering with those close heavy punches. Backing up. Crack shoe.
Nice back row.
Oy.
Put an anti-air to him. Tried to go for the shimmy, actually. I saw what Pato was going for, but drops it. He's not going to be able to recover in time for that. He has to JD or he's overheated. This is going to be really rough for him. A great air-to-air to at least close out the round. Thank God.
Aye, that's quite mad. Do keep in mind when you're in that overheat status and you go for a jump, that's committal, right? So if Pato was just a bit like shell, just looking for the opportunity, get an anti-air them. Oh my God. Oh! Dodge attack into the confirm, but unfortunately dropped. But keeping the corner unlocked. That is indeed good. Jump in. Delays.
The pressure on. Wanted to go for the anti-air, if anything. Has SPG already available to him. Backs up. I like the neutral they're both playing. Doesn't find the combo to be able to get the counter hit. Wanted to go for the anti-air, but a solid jump back. Pato. Utilizing jumping extremely well. Has the ability to be able to kill her. Power geyser. Absolutely.
Yeah, triple geyser. God damn. Oh, and then he does a little, yeah, where's my hat? I forgot. I don't got one anymore. But yeah, good stuff, pal. Good stuff, my man. And that's a key strength about Terry. And the same kind of goes for Gato. When they dump the meter, their damage are both insanely high. We're talking like 60, maybe 70% on the opties. So that's something you've got to watch out for when on those wild punishes. But if no meter, they still get good damage. Look at that, that's a good chunk.
Want to set up for the sick throw. Yet again, manages to get the heavy, yes. Let me see it. Nice, yes. Oh, he dropped it. Not necessarily going for the most, the craziest play ever, right? But still, we're trying to find the damage where necessary. Probably could have saved a little bit more if you wanted to do something with it, to be honest.
Quite a mad situation indeed, but Pineapple's back on the offense. DP represented from Pato, I believe that might be the first time. EX Burn Knuckle hopping in, trying to go for some jump ins, resets into the throw. But DP representing for Pineapples.
Nice. Good throw. Nice. He's actually not using the most airtight version of Gato's block pressure either, which is kind of unfortunate because Pato doesn't realize that he can mash on that. That's not like a real string. He has to use close B into stance C to be able to do it. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I understand. Great jump in from Pato. Has 2 bars available to him.
Nice. Good block up. Ups to back up. Going for the jump in. Decent confirm, but no special. Now just has to block the EX. And so far doing pretty well. Ooh!
Yeah.
That's the 6A, right?
6B. 6B. Yeah, it is the forward light kick is how you utilize that one.
Really good tool. Throw it out occasionally. You get the spacing right. Fairly safe, kind of like approach and kick. Used it for the round then. And we're getting our first game 3 scenario already. Exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, big throw.
Good invincible move for sure.
Nice.
Jump in.
Good block. Not up and get caught. Goes for the throw. Paddle now in the offense. Short hop into that throw reset. I like that. Probably should have gone for another one. I think a cheeky throw would have done you wonders, but who knows? Oi! Confirmed, sadly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's going to be at least a little bit of damage available to Pato for now. Wanted to catch him on the backdash. If anything, great DP. Can go off of this. Yes. Really simple, really clean, really concise with what they chose to use.
Aye, that was immaculate, wasn't it? Just like, caught him on the air jump in, used the break, gets the confirm. Beautiful scenario in general. Now Pato, ultimately a bit patient for their opportunity, gets in with the EX, but it's going to be a big trade, allowing Pineapples to keep him at bay, but the DP allowing for Pato to take a turn. Baits the fireball, and now we're back on the offense.
Nice.
Patience. I can feel it. The tension. Oh, what a cross up. Ugh, slam.
Nice, yeah. The utilization of the rev blow, but you have to be aware that Pato's going to get their own opportunity soon as well. But once again, that's the fake string. You can't really use that against him, but if Pato's once again is not recognizing that it is, then he has plenty of opportunities.
Ooh, nice. Good DP. Also jump in with that red blow, aerial red blow, kind of tricky to deal with. He needs the perfect anti-air. Good jump in, no confirm. Pato needs one more interaction for the set win here, but Pineapples isn't giving it. Good hit on the sweep, and then neutral hop, the lazy man shimmy. Pato to take that set 2-1 off of some really clean offensive reads.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe a bit defensive, but interesting thing, we got classic Terry colors. He's adjusted it slightly to make it look like a row. Big fan of that, but we got Bar up against Phanpy?
Good anti-air as well, or utilizing the DP break to solve some simple damage, if anything. Gets the sweep, pushing in for sure. Both players are already available in SPG. That cross-up does not spell death quite yet. They're burning a lot for it. Nice. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That gave him enough bar to be able to get what he was looking for by utilizing those rev blows. I'm telling you, we're going to be seeing that a lot more, Panda. We're going to be seeing a lot more people utilizing rev blows in the middle of their strings at the end of their combos to gain meter, because it's so much better than just having to spend so much rev gauge to find the damage. It gives you meter, and it doesn't raise your rev gauge as high, right?
No, you're absolutely correct. I've started utilizing it in Tezar combos mainly because okay, but then I noticed I'm sitting on 2 bars of meter, and so you've got to represent it. Also, didn't mention this, but Phanpy's colors on Terry here, very bright, very, it's caught me off guard. I'm like, oh wow, I thought it was like Terry. Oh,
yeah, I like that. Yeah, see, 4th row, scuffing up the jacket.
Yeah, you gotta scuff up. How there you have that jacket. It costs like $200.
Good anti-air. Not ready to JD what was coming next. Yeah. Yeah, at a certain level, at a higher level, you gotta be ready to at least buffer JD, or at least prepare for just defending against most anti-airs. You just gotta be ready for that, man.
Oh, for real. Now, I've got to see, I said this earlier, I saw Bar with on a Twitter post recently, but then I was like, I thought they played Rock. I was completely wrong. They're on the Terry. And their Terry Aye, they're fun to watch. Goes for the offense. That's like,
Nice.
wow, you're not ready for that. That is insane.
Nice. Those frames just for a little bit. Nice. An anti-air. I like it. That time he used the high crush. Doesn't even need to utilize the DP break. And that's a good way of stopping short hops, too. Good reversal.
Big sweep. Big throw. Beautifully done. Bar back on the offense. Went for cross up. Well defended for Phanpy. But the EX burn knuckle gonna beat yours. Brought it out quicker than them. Just let bar on set point.
Surprised Phanpy isn't using more of from Barbar's just like consistent usage of burn knuckles. He could be using the high crush a lot more to try and see if he can go under it to see if he can actually stop anything it is that Bar's going for that high up. Unfortunately, there's no way to really DP that unless you're going to cross cut. That's something it is that Phanpy may not have in their arsenal.
Yeah, you gotta be ready if you don't have the tools. It'll certainly show that you're lacking in that regard.
Oh, try to a little crack shoot. You know, JD. Blocked.
Good block.
You know what's really funny? That he could have caught him off guard if he actually would have if he would have hit the brakes on that actually, just for a little bit.
Yeah. But really good finish with the super kill. Barbar gonna be taken. Okay, but seems like we're getting right back to it. Next set, we got the man himself, the legend Shadow X, one of the players to beat in the bracket, and then you've got Abeyyy on the Terry. So a little bit of father and son, and we've kind of swapped the colors. Okay, not at all. But we've got blue and red. That's what I meant to say. Oi, powers through, and that's a wild punish fireball, meaning a confirm for the full combo. Abeyyy has it on point. You got the corner unlocked now. Nice jump, and should be getting some good damage indeed. But in overheat now, Shadow X is gonna be looking for an opportunity. Turn the offense around and has Rev Blow.
Nice. Raging Storm.
Oh my god. Shadow X, they just smelt blood, saw the overheat, and just went straight for it, oh man, just on the offense. Oh my god, was that just round start run up close C? Did I see that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like if somebody's giving you the space necessary to be able to get going, then why not, right? Might as well.
I suppose. Oh, hey, big DP. Jump over. That's a close D for a ton of damage. Ugh. Dun. Oh, sick combo indeed.
Nice. Good short hop. And good DP. Wow, and it was DP break. If anything, he did the heavy DP. That's death for sure. LT Raging Storm? Cool. Moving on.
Abeyyy did really good work at the start there. They opted to do some really nice offense. But my word, it got flipped on them. They smelt blood, saw the overheat, and Shadow X just ran the offense. Now, Rock can break. I saw that in the chat. He can break his heavy DP. Has no iframes, but means that he can use it to anti-air jump-ins and get a good damage and confirm. Boy, patient.
Nice, yeah. High crush. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Dodge attack. Oh boy, my man. Nice, good air. Jumping in.
Yeah. No, just run straight under. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice. Good conversion. Shadow X. I mean, I saw him during the beta, right? Participating in ParagOnline's City of the Wolves tournaments, and they super impressive.
Oh, I was there.
Super impressive rock player. Yeah, I know you were.
Yeah. Oh my god, but I've got to say, I feel like if I was to define one thing that makes Shadow X good, it's the runs. Their runs are so ridiculously good. They're able to play some really good runs and just absolutely turn the tides for sure. But that's a really good EX burn knuckle to steal the turn away. Abeyyy got the corner unlocked now, and that close D can certainly bring them back from the brink of demise.
Good hyper defense. Good hyper defense is showing that he's looking for that option of anything. Shadow right back at you. Tons of damage. I like the command grab as well, just to be able to get the corner position. And them being an overheat, they have to go for an in-ball move. Exactly.
Ugh, big throw. Goes low, jumps in, resets up the J, gonna get the kill. Shadow X again, the dominant force. And this is something that I was saying earlier. This is the player to beat. This is your top dog. So Abeyyy putting in some good work, almost taking a round off the fella. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right about those points about Jeanette. She's a scary offensive character, and then she turns immediate defense into like hold the 50-50. So like, I get where you're coming from there, but no DP, right? That's not 1.5 mil character. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I would like the top 5 it is I'm talking about is not even in any particular order. More typically overhead coming. Yeah. The setup. Kevin's fairly strong too as well.
Known as Kotir. Ah, yes, the name's indeed JamezMusashi. Player I've not gotten to see, but Kotir is a really solid Kevin. I've seen a couple of times now. One time I caught him on breakout. So I'm expecting that they're able to perform well, but so far a bit of patience in terms of the nooch. James! Oh, the red blow. Bingo!
Damage incoming. Overhead setup. Nice, yep, there it is. Multiple different overhead setups as well. Funnily enough, a character like Kevin, when you look at him at first glance, you would think that this is a character that is not made to make shit as heavy as he is. But he is. He is, genuinely.
No, not right.
He is.
No, you're absolutely right. His command grab is also there to make sure, which is the main one that everybody knows. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then he goes to creeper stance, and I believe he has an overhead on the low from that, and I'm like, you're a billion times stronger than this bozo? That's crazy. That's crazy. James opting for a character swap, maybe thinking about, yeah, how are we gonna play the Kotir? I didn't even get a zone. Red blow was an absolute threat, so maybe I need to go to a character where I'm on the threat, I'm on the offensive. So who knows, but I find out. Yeah, going for the Terry, wanting their own aggression to match it. I like that. That's fairly clever, to be fair.
First, Terry.
Absolutely. It's
Heading
pretty good overall.
Yeah, heading into it, let's see how the Kotir manages the Terry that James has, but so far that offense is looking fairly unmatched. To just play the Dodai game, apparently, jabbing away.
Yeah, that makes sense. Whenever Kevin utilizes that break, actually, the heavy break off of the kick, which is 236D, it is -2, so he doesn't have an opportunity to be able to get back in there if he needs to. He can't just do whatever it is that he wants. A really good crouch C from James. Yeah, he can match on that, man. Oh, yeah, big damage coming in.
Could have been, but unfortunately missed it. Goes for the jump fence, gets the toasty cross up. Yeah, and that's the other factor I didn't even mention, right? We were talking about it. Adds a command grab, adds high-low for creeper, and then his EX roll leads to left-right. And you know, you can probably set that up to create some ambiguous left-rights, you know, kind of like the KOF rolls. So that's quite nutty indeed.
You can throw that actually. It's not perfect like that because it's not throwing that roll isn't. Yeah. So you can throw that if you're able to react to it. It reminds me a lot of like Leo going for the cross up, right?
Yeah. Oh, red blow is available at Kotir. That was the thing that cost JamezMusashi last time, but maybe they don't even got to play into it. The bingo for the confirmed Kotir. My man up to
Yeah. Really solid, man. Really good. Kevin is one of those characters. I mean, like just for the sake of discussion, not even between the discussion between us, right?
Oh, MFCR's on Ronaldo.
And Hotaru, yeah. I mean, we were just talking about like top 5, right? I mean, like, this character, I definitely think unequivocally. I said Rock and Terry, but realistically, like I don't think I think personally, I think Terry is better than Rock. And I think that, like, I think Terry, sorry, not Terry. I think Rock is better than Terry. I said that backwards. I personally think Rock is better than Terry, to be completely honest with you. And I think that Ronaldo being in that top 5 spot makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, this is the battle of, like, the strongest right now, right? Like, it's just crazy.
He goes for the throw, pass them out, for a couple of lobs, going for the head, but unfortunately, not gonna get anything. Good neutral up from Kain. Going on the offense, MFCR stuck in the corner as they have to hold the super. Knock them down.
Keep the pressure on, wait for the command grab, and it ends up whiffing. I like it. King trying to catch him off guard a little bit. Hotaru, like every other character with a command grab in this game, can combo off of their EX command grab. So there's always an opportunity for sure.
No ADP. Jumps in. Good damage indeed. Please. Boy, keep the ups. Went for the jab for a messed up timing. I don't know what that could have done. He's now got the corner unlocked. Nice anti-air from King. Taking a turn with their Hotaru.
Sure. Good opportunity. We're going to heavy again and manages to get a huge hit. Going to be able to build up the bar as well for SPG. No, they don't even really want to go for it. They just burn out the first bar, get the damage, which is fair. He could have killed off of that conversion, but an EX fireball is enough to be able to kill him.
A really good round indeed. King looking pretty hype on the Hotaru. I'm kind of wondering if King would eventually show up in this game, the Muay Thai practitioner. If they coach that character, I kind of hope they would, but MFCR.
Yeah.
Oi, Arn, keep you ups.
Pressure on, nice. Goes for the throw, wants to go for the jump back button. Thought they might try and chase him in time, wasn't quite sure. Not the worst option, but a bad chance for MFCR. It could have been such bigger damage. Nice. Jump back a lot, which makes sense.
Good whip punish, nothing comes of it though. Backing up, trying to represent those RDs. Ay, knocked up into the sky. Oh, DP whip, but no punish. They were just going for those far Ds, the headbutts. Ay.
No conversion for them. Projectiles coming through. Nice, yeah. EX immediately. Makes sense. That fireball I think is like incredibly like I think that's the best fireball in the game, to be honest with you. The reflector or not, when it comes to Hotaru, I genuinely think that fireball is unequivocally better than a lot of other fireballs in the game. It's just super good, man.
I've got to agree. Comes out insanely quick and on block, of course it comes back to Ronaldo, allowing myself for keepy ups, going for the sweep to making sweep very safe or even on whip. It's a very intriguing situation we put in. Not often does a fireball come back, but King on the offense, able to take the round start, but good tech in the throw, that could have been deadly.
Sweep.
Big sweep to get in. Oh.
Nice. The pressure on. Wanted to anti-air. Couldn't find the opportunity to do so. The backdash tried to set them up for more spacing, but King manages to get the hit that they need to close out the round. SPG gauge, they had it in the back pocket too, and built up a little bit of bar, at least half of one bar for this next upcoming round.
Oh, big DP knocking down the ground. Went for the crouching C on the meat, unfortunately whiffed it. Oh, block on the offense. King's trying to turn it around here with the fireball to approach back throw. Running Oki. Oi, command grab.
Not gonna take him out of SPG quite yet. I know that's why the bar was there. Give him less of a chance to be able to mess up. Another backdash from MFCR. Neutral jumps all around. Good JD command grab. Super solid.
They are so good at that, man. They are so good at that. Just defend, guard, cancel, command grab. I went for the grab there, didn't get it. Great tech on the throw, trying to pull. Oh, that's cheeky. I like that. Set play into throw. That's a classic indeed.
Wow. The DP almost instantly blocks it. Okay, you gotta make this hurt, man. Nice.
Bunk.
This might be dead, actually.
Yui.
Oh, it's not close enough.
Could potentially go for a chip hit, but you have to just defend.
Oh no! That would have been sick, though. I actually would have been so down for that. That would have been sick. But nah, not this time around.
Different timeline. That was a double KO indeed. But there,
actually, yeah.
King lives. King gets to live. My God, what a round!
I'm still waiting for my man's Iori for sure. I would love to see him in this game, honestly.
A KOF character in my Fatal Fury game? I would love that, to be fair. I'm an Iori nerd, right? Absolutely love his laugh. Very iconic to me when I was growing up.
Very true. It was actually my cell phone notification for a long time. Actually, it was.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. Gets a text.
That's sick. I love it. I love it so much, bro.
To be honest, I always loved the if you played like the classic games, just how much he would break the mic. Like, I swear
yeah.
Every time he did the DP, you know, Every time he did the DP, just the ooh as he breaks it,
Yeah.
right? Love it. That should be a kill from MFCR.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Really well done from MFCR for sure.
Round 2. Get ready.
That's it.
Hit back. Tries to go for a jump in, snubbing of it. And
Nice. Oh, that's definitely
You gotta be careful about that. Those far Cs are really good approaching heavy punches. That can be made safe.
Nice forward throw. Trying to go for the shimmy, I like it, but King remaining vigilant. But that second throw break may have told him a lot, honestly. The fact that he may not be ready to tech every single throw that's available to him. Good rev blow back. 5 big damage. He has SPG. He can do it. Yeah, he's going to get all of that meter back.
And a neat fact as well, that heading gear is the fastest heading gear in the game, coming out in 5 frames when a bunch of the other roster comes out are 6 and above. So that's a very interesting thing to note, but of course not going to matter there too much. It's more for defensive plays. A good jab out from King.
Good stuff.
Now, pure spawn, we're going to get the double Ouija, but if you look at the meter, only one of them has a massive advantage coming into this round and went for the run-up. Bro,
Yeah, punish. Yeah. Nice. Good DP. Good short hop. What did I tell you earlier, man? I told you about, I told everybody about the fact about how good it is to utilize short hops. This punish should be the telltale sign that the game is over. Short hops are super good, man. They just are. They really are. Somebody can't whiff punish your short hop unless it's a specific type of move. Some characters might have to even go for run-up DP breaks. Some characters might have to go for...
That's going to be the Hotaru versus the Vox. Like we said, like we were talking about earlier, one of the weaker characters in the game being Vox. But he does kind of have everything you want, right? Fairly solid normals, good damage, command grab, a DP, even a dive kick, right? So it's like, what holds this man back? And it's because of how easy it is to read on defense against this character.
Oh, okay. Making it out just for now. Nice, good jump in as well, Zerge. Should be death here. Big damage from Vox always. Oh, he didn't do the EXDP. Literally, that's all that he was missing. That combo route was another dash EXDP break, and he would have supered. It would have been death. Well, Johny has a chance.
Good block, tries to jump in, dive kick, stay safe. And has fireball as well. Nothing that you can write home about in terms of neutral hold down. Well, this is interesting. Jumps in. Oi, good block. And overheat guard crush. That is a fire scenario we put in because Johny cannot kill here, right? Surely
No, he can. Absolutely. Yeah, level 2. Yeah, no, he's dead. 100%.
Oh my god.
On
a guard crush?
Yeah, because guard crushes don't scale like that.
Jesus Christ.
They just don't. Guard crushes do not scale like that.
Oh, wow, good confirm from Johny then, realizing the scenario. And Zerge, unfortunate, that's what absolutely play overheat. That's a weakness that's going to be exploited as time goes on. But blocking the DP.
Take her out of SPG? Yes, I agree. Take her out of SPG. Oh wow, just a sliver left. Enough for a rev blow for sure to get them towards the corner. Back throw. Damage still continues. A DP. Mistimed it, misplaced. Wants to go for the overhead to kill and actually woke up Nash. A little bit better timing and they would have been able to find the kill. They find it in a different way to tie things up 1 round apiece.
Chat making fun of his goofy lines in English. I gotta agree, man is corny, but you know, that's fine. Games. You need a little bit of corn for sure. A good dive kick. Opts for the cross up, well defended. Ooh, Farsi gonna get a good confirm here for Johny. Into the super. Now you got the corner. Now Zerge respond.
Nice. Damage already coming through. EXDP? No. Instead just goes for that. A sliver of life just remaining for Zerge. Nice. Wanted to go for the heavy DP break, but instead goes for the full jump and gets the cross up. You move, you hit a button at all, like it leaves yourself potentially vulnerable to a cross up or just to get jumped in on. It's best to normally just try and wait and like from my personal experience, it's best to just try and wait and look for a throw tech as opposed to trying to immediately go for something to wake up in intense moments like that. Because one JD or one hyper defense super could like really change the tide so heavy.
Oh, aye, for real. But Zerge opted for the patience. Good jab check. Big heavy kick. Try to jump in, but the anti-air knocking you out. Sorry. Johny on the up. Oh, nice chase with the leave that to Rolo-less with the run.
Keeps it plus by causing the break early. Nice. Easy damage. All of the light confirms the jump back yet again. How strong it was in situations where you're in the corner, a DP to at least get the hard knockdown and grants Zerge some space, wants to go for it time and time again, but he hasn't realized that the reason why Johny is walking back this entire time is because he knows how reliant Zerge wants to be on that dive kick, how strong it can be when placed appropriately, right? This may be a fairly weak character, but it doesn't mean that they can't win some matches, right? Like it just doesn't mean that. Having solid understanding of neutral in this game and having solid fundamentals, it is really important.
For real.
Oh, that's punish.
Not a powerful one for sure. Wasn't ready for it, but this is set point here. Johny really needs to run offense at least once. Try to get him to the corner, but Zerge's defense not gonna get caught.
Damage. Patience.
Try to keep it cool. Looking for an opportunity. Well blocked. Oh, the sweep. The roll to get for the projectile. But Zerge get crossed up. That's unfortunate. Is that it?
Yeah, 100%. Cool. Yeah, this is how it goes.
Sad life we live as a bottom tier. Zerge, unfortunately, gonna take an L next to his name, making it harder and harder to make that top 8. But Johny, good stuff taking a win.
4 minutes left to sign up for anybody like Kain and such. And Kain and a lot of the top tier characters sort of shut down Fox's approach quite a bit, is the thing. Like, he really struggles against the upper tiers. He doesn't struggle against everybody, not get me wrong. Just because a character is weak does not mean they don't have good matchups. That's literally not what that means at all. Like, I've seen so many times where they've overcome like seemingly insurmountable odds. Just because they're bad does not mean they can't win against everybody in the cast. It's just the top tiers. It's like they really rule this game super heavy. The first Mai I've ever seen in ParagOnline. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is literally the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a bit mentioned. It's like we're getting a Mai here, and not only are they performing well, they're performing well against Coach Steve, a very well-known name in the FGC. And on Kevin, very interesting indeed. It appears that we're going for a bit of offense, going for that air, we're staggering away, trying to jump in, continue the pressure. But nah, Vanguard policy just denying any of that offense for Coach Steve here. And yeah, everything that you were saying about Vox is kind of like what I think as well, right? The character has the tools that you want, you're going to have some lucky matchups, like super for the bingo. Well, who knows? Maybe one small buff. I could tell.
Yeah, like as commentators, we're supposed to remain biased, but it's always good to see my man's Coach Steven here. We've played a lot of matches. It has been a treat in his stream to see him change over to Kevin. Genuinely, really sick to see him do this. I think this character fits his playstyle quite a bit as well. He's playing Terry before. Great reversal. It has the overheat. That's the game. Good side switch. That's what I'm talking about. Now, see, I told you that there was a counterplay to that roll, right? But that's how you use it, in my opinion. That roll is super, because it can catch people off guard really heavy. You can't mash out of that. Like, you can't mash from that roll like that. Not EX. Not specifically, because EX is the only one that crosses up.
It's a bit of a good mental stack option to represent. You know, represent it when it's the last thing the opponent does. That's a really good Super Vanguard policy, denying that. Yeah. Keeping them at bay. Try to go for some fans.
If it's one thing, it's completely random, but if this is one thing it is that these tournaments always make me do, man, I just want to like I just want to get in there, man. Like it's so awesome to be able to see a game like this like shine truly, and really like people show off some really sick stuff. Great roll right on through. Coach Steve has the opportunity to pop out so much damage here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Oki set up. Unfortunately, not going to use it, and now we're an overheat. Guaranteed shipping guard cancel.
He's getting guard broken, man. Oh my god! The dude Now, this is the stuff that I remember back when we were first talking during the beta, right? The one thing I said that I was like, bro, when this game comes out and people start getting guard break sequences, it's GG. It's GG, dog. I said that. I said that, and we've seen 2 today that like are inescapable. There's nothing you can do about it.
I know, you're absolutely right, man. That was quite the shocking sequence to witness. Unfortunate, gets caught and then just had to hold that offense. Just went for it. But Coach Steve, of course, striking back. They're not like the loss of that round is like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go in the offense. Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That round. That round though, Jesus Christ.
Round 2. Get ready.
I mean, I also would be turned on all the burners, honestly, if I got guard broken like that. It does suck, bro. You just gotta hold all of it, man.
Oh, for sure. This is a very good pickup indeed. Vanguard go for the offense, check in with the shins. Ariadashi, nothing leads to that. Goes for the big trade. Oh, aerial rev for the win in the air scenario. There's an SPG.
Oh, nice, good short hop. Nice. Be careful. Has to do that. Yeah, has to reversal. They don't want to beat. They don't want it to happen to them. Wow, good meaty timing to be able to get the confirm off of that as well. I wonder if it's like a couple of other characters' overhands. Gato's is +5 on normal. I actually really want to try that out. That might have just been +5 naturally.
Right, and something you've got to keep in mind as well. Good DP, deny the airspace. Is that Coach Steve is on a character that lacks a DP, so on defense, if they want an invul option, you have to go for a super, but go for that bingo for the corner conversion. That was very nice.
Nice, man. Yes. Also, seeing it in the chat right now, Taco, doesn't Coach Steve play tech? And Coach Steve plays everything. That's why he's a man after my own heart. And that's that's also why we play a lot, because there's he is a generational talent for sure. He plays whatever he feels like to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I hate to make people sound old, but when I was a kid watching Dragon Ball Fighters, that was a name I knew fairly well, right? So again, like that was something I remember growing up when I was watching a lot of these fighting game events, because I was like maybe like 15, 14, right? And I'm watching like Wanted, I was watching Coach Steve and Dragon Ball Fighters and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's kind of mad that I'm commentating.
Well, yeah, no, like it's no, you're allowed to bask in that. Like your hard work is watching. Like, you're allowed to contribute for that for sure. Great combo, leading at least into mid screen if anything. But Coach Steve was known to be a Marvel 3 player. Coach Steve played like Marvel 3 for a really long time, but he always transitions to new games. Great JDs. Immediately goes for the button after that as well. Goes for the super reversal in the air, but because they were higher, it leads to less frames advantage for them. Nice, good cross up yet again, Steve. This could be an opportunity, but can't go for any sort of special. Doesn't have the time. Good tech. Good tech again. Good awareness from both of the fan is enough to be able to close it out. Definitely went for a JD there.
Yeah, that was quite brutal indeed. And now it's set point for Vanguard. Can Coach Steve tie us up? Give us that famed double Luigi, or is it going to be Vanguard to take the lead, steal it away? A good jump in, not allowing any of the interactions to happen. Another immaculate jump in for sure, but keeping themselves safe with all the EXs in the world.
Nice. Rev gauge already being spent so much on the side of Vanguard policy. Good wild punishment for the throw. The hit made them stop moving, and a good throw tech as well. But for opportunity, that could have been really detrimental. Backed up, good air-to-air from both players, having already traded, has SPG. If Coach Steve gets a solid hit here, it could be a big deal, just as I mentioned it. Farsky goes through in droves. Goes for the setup for the Oki. Absolutely, that's a safe jump. You can't super through that. Coach Steve tying things up 1-1. Vanguard policy not to be slouched on either.
We just saw the street fighter from the super. Now we're headed to the double Luigi final round, final game. Back throw, put in the corner, and just like Vanguard policy has to defend well enough, gets the jump in. Eesh.
Nice.
Super.
This got to be big damage, y'all. Take a look. Oh my god. Yo, the stop resisting combo? That's crazy. Oh, good air to air.
Oh, wait.
Tries to shimmy. Oh, forward throw yet again. Oh no. Change of Street Fighter 6 perhaps. Oh, super right at you.
Whoa.
That's like the third time he's done that. He's actually 3 for 3 on that, catching it off guard, and all it took was one opportunity like that to find a confirm. But drops it. Good throw tech from Coach Steve. Finds the hit from the tip, and a trade yet again in the air.
Aaron allows Vanguard policy to take the set, man. Unfortunate. My God, what a set.
I'm very happy the Vanguard policy was the one that
The ones that has changed my life when I played them, and the more that I got older, the more I understood them. But my favorite games to play of all time are tag fighters, like Jimmy. Like it's like Skullgirls, UMVC3. Like I'm on it all the time. Like, actually, like even in modern. Even with me playing City of the Wolves. When I'm not playing City of the Wolves, I'm literally on one of those two at least. And I will be on Hunter x Hunter when it comes out. Because I'm excited.
Okay, that's
another 8 game.
But heading into this set, we got Madrid on the Billy Kain up against MrPomegranX. And they kind of got pomegranate colors, I suppose, with the red with the stripy, like darker red in it, and punish, my God. And we're talking about this, Marco, Billy Kain, two characters potentially in the stronger like cast members, so that's interesting to see. Wait to see.
Sweet, nice. Manages to get to at least gets the meaty overhead as well. Nice. I like it. Whiffing the lights as well to keep what it is that he's going for maybe a little bit more ambiguous. Catches him. Wow, I actually did not know that was actually that good to catch a tech roll. Far B. That's really good actually. He would have been able to combo that. I wish I had the execution to play this character, really, because Marco's cool as hell, man. This is a cool character.
Boy, good defense. Ooh.
Be careful.
Back up. Goes for the neutral, trying to get in on the offense. Odia!
Nice, good counter! Very good counter on that. Uses the EX to be able to stop them from mashing just so easily.
No, he's so sick, man. He's actually so sick. And the thing that makes him so hype indeed is the dash for parry. You saw it right there. Where, like, I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to make a read. Parry into the EX fireball for the confirm. Nasty character. People are thinking it's going to be the counter to Rev Blow once people get really good with Marco.
The fact that Palmer is seeing that he's supposed to HD the second hit of like Billy extending like his pull with like 231 sorry, what the 231 236A or 236C is incredibly important because you have to be ready to JD that. You have to be ready to high press that as well. It's not a guaranteed string when they do it. A really solid combo from Madrid as well gets the conversion, get the cross up, excuse me. Does not find the conversion. That's a franchise. You can't match on that. Combo.
Yeah, you represent that a ton when you were practicing with me. Back, if you set up the meaty overhead in time, you got jab confirmed afterwards. So, quite mental indeed. Nice. Big throw.
One of the best dashes in the game as well, for sure. If not the best dash, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Super fast. Really oppressive. Oh, misses the wild punish.
Oh yeah! Nice TP. Good block.
Nice. Good air to air.
Jabs. Keeping it go.
Oh yeah, punish that. Absolutely. Oh, wanted to go for the cross up. He wanted to keep it ambiguous. Yeah, nice. That's kind of hard to actually account for, to be honest with you. DP break, like that's only -2, -3 at the most, right? But that's why he's doing the EX 234 AC. So he can actually get the counter if he tries to mash. Oh, they got the shimmy, but didn't pull the trigger for death.
Oh my God, Madrid in a
nice
spot.
Oh, I thought he actually reached for something. Nah, this character is actually like hype as hell. I honestly, I've been thinking about the comparison it is that you made, right? I'm not a Smash player by any means. No, nothing of the word, right? But genuinely, he gives me the same hype energy to for sure. First Hokutomaru we've seen all day, actually, in this ladder bracket, in the last match, before we have to make the top cut.
Yeah, now I've got to say, I'm a bit of a basic bitch, right? So my mind is immediately, Winsky's coming out, right? Because they've got a model, he looks sick as hell, like there's no way he's not coming out as a character at some point. So that's what I'm excited for, but again, seeing these two, Rocket and Hokutomaru, Hokutomaru is a strong character that, again, in the debate for the top 5, and it's simply because of that, but scheme, watching out for it, that is not easy to do. There is a ton of mental stack going on there with that double red blow.
Hokutomaru, this color edit is on the tip of my tongue. Good counter hit as well from Monanu.
Iron Man? scarf's like the beam, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure. It looks very familiar. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. Try to go for the anti-air. 94% already there. Kimberly. It is Kimberly. That's what it is.
Thanks,
Funnily
Thank
enough.
you, Smash. Thank you.
Thank you. Funnily enough, one of the characters it is I play in Street Fighter 6. So it is, and I didn't need to recognize it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Can't do it, sir.
Oh god.
Can't do it.
Nice. Good jump in. Heavy kick. Oh, command grab. That is fairly cheeky indeed. The scheme unfortunately messing up the combo. Oh, but here we go. Tribute to Terry with the head in gear. Spread the wings. Geyser!
Well done. Monanu. Still has 2 bars in the tank. So whatever hit necessary, yeah. That's a really good use of double jump, but just gets caught by the far D. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a really good round indeed. And yeah, it appears that Scheme is looking confident, very, what's the word I'm looking for, put together, looking out for Lana's approaches, and hell, was even aware of double rev flow. I know a lot of people would have folded there, going like, okay, well, it's time to start playing my turn, and played into it so damn well. So you're seeing Scheme understand what they need to do against Hokutomaru. I'm going to assume that they train with somebody, because there's no way you're that ready for it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. SPG already available to Scheme in the very beginning. Wait for the DP. Huge damage actually going to be coming through for Hokutomaru here. Yes, SPG, and that meter is there. Yes, yes. I love talking about stuff that is that. This is why I love this. I love seeing how good something is, and I love seeing people use it. It's just very, very validating. I love seeing rev blow enders.
I gotta agree. That is pretty sick indeed. Oh god, the jumping. He's being represented, backing up, trying to keep it cool. Oh, what a confirm on the crouching B, just like on the offense. Goes for a shimmy play. The neutral ups are going mad. Good blocks overall from both sides.
No anti-air.
Yeah, that rock has some really nice confirms into that crouching B, going to standing B. Allow for him to link into Shining Knuckle. Didn't need it there. A Scheme on set point and like on the offense. God damn.
Nice. Yeah, wasn't ready for it. Damage coming through. SPG gauge available. Monanu unfortunately gets hit by the close B. So much damage coming through. Next hit will do it. Goes for the throw and catches him low. Okay, maybe the next hit will do it instead. Has pops the rev blow. Goes for the rev blow with that. Yeah, it is the chip damage. People seem to forget that there's a little tiny bit of chip that actually comes through here. The second perfect of the night. The first one having been on Cloud 805.
Yeah, I think what it came down to is
first match actually coming up here. Super excited to see what's going on.
Alright, lock in. We've got Ryuki versus Zane, and we got the classic colors on Rock here. I like that in the customization, but oi, this is looking pretty good for Zane. Arion in the offense, good jab out to challenge, and Zane does have that Fanta Hokutomaru, like fan.
There you go, Joe. Nice, good jump in, but no confirm. After that, instead pops the rev blow, and a good rev block to actually get rid of the usual pressure. Really well done.
Nice. The double rim poking, EX to get through. Big throw, you've got the ground and lock. A good jump out. Ugh, rev blow, bring it down to earth.
Yep. He can end here off of this, actually. Yeah. Yep. Oh, just barely. His opportunity goes for the cross-up and instead goes for the low just to finish it off.
That is such a sick combo as well. I've got to admit, Hokutomaru, he's got the sauce. He has the sauce for sure. But nice. Keeping them bay with those EX Shimpukins. The aerial projectile, I was telling you this earlier, the EX version is so impressive and you have to just respect it. Oi.
Good anti-air. Have to be on the lookout for that teleport for sure.
Come out. Like go. Good jump in. Well defended. Oh, but that crouching C. Ugh, the storm for the damage. Pretty solid.
Oh, a little bit too autopilot for sure. Off of the approach, not actually giving themselves time to think or breathe at all. Ryuki keeping the pressure on, at least gets the crouch C, so it's not too bad. Going for the ambiguous, nice counter hit as well since it was a jump in. Still has the plus for aims, but doesn't find any trigger to pull when it comes to confirming the damage.
Nice. What an anti-air. You're seeing it, Ryuki is ready for those teleports, and again, not even something like Shadow X to be ready for like SQ's teleport. So that's quite mad to see. Again, Ryuki probably has that knowledge, maybe trains him to go to Hokutomaru in their own time. A good throw of Zane, rushing in, try to start the offense, but another DP break on the trade, allowing for a turn take. That's some decent damage, but opts for Smoky.
Damage coming through and has 2 bars available as well. Spend it all, fam. No, just wants to go for 1. I mean, that makes sense. Although Hokutomaru does not actually have any sort of actual invincible, so he has to spend the meter and actually do so, but this is going to be enough to kill.
Good run for Zane, and also keep in mind, fellas, as we continue through this top 8, this is first to 3 throughout. Every set is first to 3, so even though Ryuki's down 1, they're only down 1 of 2 matches to go, so there's still plenty of room, plenty of leeway to get used to the character and develop. So it's only game 1 if you're a Ryuki fan.
Absolutely. So this is the top cut, obviously, as you're saying. This is like a first of 3. Only game 1. Nice anti-air. As well, using the high crush instead to be able to actually force out the punishment from a jump in. Going back into it yet again, just keep it simple. Yeah, don't spin the meter. Nice, baits out the red blow, but no punish, or not even able to really keep solid pressure on due to the spacing.
Very nice. Damage. Oh! Nice, amazing anti-air. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything to a minute. Big DP. Oh! Jab
Nice.
confirmed, done. Ryuki on the offense, keeping it cool. EX
Nice.
Perkins. Just defend.
Nice, good throw. Realized that he didn't actually try and tech anything and went for the low instead. Good damage. Has to go for the chip.
Oh,
cross up.
What, his health is so low, Ryuki. In a chip out scenario, Raging Storm doesn't want to give up this round.
Wow.
Oh my god. Super. Big fan from Zane. Go for that play, denying any momentum Ryuki could have got there. Nice stuff.
Let's see what Zane has left in the tank to be able to cook. Nice. Pops the red special Ryuki. DP break and leads to the corner pretty well.
Yeet.
Oh, caught him lacking. No counter hit either. I can only assume that they tried to jump out. Hokutomaru special for sure.
Oh, the crouching seed. Very well put from Zane on the offense now. Good just defense from Ryuki. Doesn't want to get opened up. Oh!
Nice. Good short hop. Yet again, I talked about it before. Short hops are really, really good tool to use conventionally within neutral. Not just because Hokutomaru is good at jumping in general. Has to spend everything here if you want to be able to get the kill. Pop it. Level 2.
Oh, really good super here from Zane. Paragon zone, and just like that, one more match to go. But keep in mind, Ryuki's still in it. First to 3, best of 5, as they say. So we're still getting into it, and there's still plenty of leeway. You might have a bit of an unfortunate tied in, a bit of an unfortunate time playing it to Zane, but there's a time, there's a place you can make that comeback happen.
For the jump in yet again and found the counter hit. Nice, good TP. Ryuki has to wake up a little bit more with the pressures they're doing. Hey, listen, I hope they're able to gain the information they needed for sure, because I'm trying to see some more matches. Maintains plus frames at least. +3, throws out the air fireball. Needs to hold this. Short hops will be great right now, but let's just let them jump out, even though they have the double jump.
Done. Damage.
Good red blow. Be careful, he's going to try and do it back.
That's for sure, and Zane does have the double hit in 1. Good just defense on the shurikens, red blow, jumping in, try to keep it cool, good just defense. Could have healed himself out of SPG, that is a thing that can happen, so gotta be careful, don't want to heal a little bit too much. Ryuki, but you're on the offense, beautiful scenario, Shimpukin, just defended yet again. Oh my god, is this first strike?
Oh, this is going to be so bad. Yes, SPG still. What a confirm from Zane. He has to pop it. No, he decides to keep it. Doesn't want to take the round at all. 14 seconds left on the clock as well.
It's getting tense, it's getting dire. We need more 60-second clocks and fighting games. Oh, just defend.
Nice DP. 8 seconds, above 80 on both sides for the rev gauge. Zane caught lacking, goes for the teleport yet again, but no confirm. 3 seconds, he has to go for the low, and he does. Who is enough? Is it Zane? He throws the timer. Oh, the rev, oh my god, the longest 0 seconds in history? Excuse me?
Oh my god.
The longest 0 seconds in history. Good rev block from Zane to avoid the chip.
Oh my god, that is insane. Do keep in mind, Super freezes the time fun, and when you get to 0, SNK, they're nice. They're nice with it, they're chill with it, they'll give you that little leeway. But Zane on the offense now, going for the pressure, SPG available, but what? Here on that rev flow, just like Zane is on the offense, and they've turned it tight in a matter of mere seconds.
SPG is gone. Doesn't have the meter to be able to do much of anything, but went for the light confirm instead. Still maintaining plus frames best as possible. Good jab. Ready for it this time around. He's blocking. He was not. Wild punish for Zane. Proceeds onward and loses bracket, meaning that Ryuki is unfortunately eliminated.
It's a bit unfortunate. Zane definitely got put in a scenario where they're like, no, sorry, not Zane, Ryuki, they got a little flustered after that 0 second timer beat scenario, you know, they were a bit flustered. And after that, King and ShadowX, and we got the Aerith skin on Hotaru here. That's pretty hype. Any Final Fantasy 7 enjoyers probably find that class. Oh,
wow, one of the biggest Final Fantasy nerds around, honestly, to be honest with you. I've
not the biggest, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, nice, yeah. Use conversion incoming. Nice, really well done. Oh yeah, you cannot mash on that. You can't.
Oh my god, bar D. Fairly nice as well. People asking who beat ShadowX. It is a open bracket, meaning it's about getting as many wins and losses as possible. So ShadowX could have only lost twice or 4 times, but still managed to get in. So who knows, honestly, but you can check it on the bracket yourself, but that's a very good jump in indeed. Please. Storm!
Nice, okay. Make a finish come through. Now what's scary is that the rev gauge may be high, but they're about to build their second bar and SPG gauge is still low. Okay, well, commentary scripts, classic, to be honest with you. Already evaporated just as soon as I had began speaking about it. Backed up because he thought that the DP was coming, but Shadow ends it with a nice little command grab.
Boy. Yeah, Rock Nation today, oh my god. Am I right, lads? Oh, good jab check. King getting some good damage indeed. Aye. Nice, feint pressure, goes for the cross up, well defended, using that rev to keep him at bay, but the fireball again, King on the offense, rev blow to knock you down, ShadowX back on the offense, Storm!
Nice, keeping the pressure on, as best they possibly can, and pops the SPG gauge. Not horrible, honestly, 45% of that is going to be set down to 0.
And you've kind of made that health deficit a lot larger, but that's a very good jump in for ShadowX. Got rid of your SPG, and now they're on the offense. That's not an easy link to do after that EX Shimpukin, but he's got it down on luck. Needs one more interaction. Pop in. Nice. Grab.
Yeah, super fair. Super fair, man. EX command grab. That's the prominence of it, right? Having characters, having so many variety of different characters that can actually just utilize so many, like, there's a lot of characters with command grabs in this game, just in general. What a wild punish from Shadow. Big damage.
Good damage indeed. But yeah, no, the fact that you have varied offense on a character like Rock, and then you're probably a very offensive player yourself, I believe they have, oh my god, DP, they have a Clark in their team in KOF, so that means they are Grappler, they are Shoto, and they are offense.
Oh, he's dead. What? The magic pixel? Somebody shot a little kill. Oh my goodness, runs up and goes for the crouch B.
Boy, I see Diaphone in chat, hey man, how's Evil Japan has been class by heading into...
Oh yeah, there's big damage.
Dun. ShadowX on the offense yet again. Goes for the low, decent confirm, EX Shimpukin in the air. Oh, the far heavy. They get some good damage off of it indeed, and now he's stuck in the corner.
More, the tech roll is enough. Nice, good DP break. Having a pretty decent time as well with maintaining the pressure as best as they possibly can. Goes for a nice little short hop air to air. Kain keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, I'd be honest with you, you have to spin it all, but misses the ODDP break. No way. Unfortunate, man.
Aye, that was a really good round indeed. Shadow X looking dominant, even though that person's name is King. Shadow X is looking like that right now. One more round to go, and then they can continue on, but that's a good start from King, denying any offense to Shadow X to get started. They got the corner unlocked now.
Guard cancel, rev blow. Really well done. Gets the command grab yet again. Once again, King is a little bit too not as aggressive as they could be, to be honest with you.
They're a bit chill, aren't
Too
they?
much. Yeah. Like the offense is going crazy here, but the amount of times it is that they've jumped, I think they're worried about the jump back, but the amount of times they've left themselves vulnerable to a command grab in general, both on the offense and on the defense, not being ready for Shadow to utilize it, has been a lot throughout the set. Oh, he tried to card cancel that. He wanted to be cheeky.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that play. Someone that likes to play Street Fighter 6 a little casually, that just reminds me of the Honda stomp into command grab. Big fan of that type of play. But this is set play now. Keep in mind, first to 3, best of 5. Final round here for Shadow X, and King needs to deny this momentum, otherwise they're gonna get knocked out.
Has SPG gauge already available on the side of Shadow X. Short hops yet again, but we gotta do a bad. This is a huge jump in. It can be the start for King.
So
too far under. Ran too far forward.
that's the problem, being too fast, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Edge, but the wild punish here definitely can spell the tail end of that round. King goes up a round, or not goes up a round, but tie, excuse me, with Shadow X.
Yeah, a very important round to be taken indeed. You need to deny any momentum that Shadow X can build. Again, this round start is going to make it so rough for you make the comeback against that health deficit. The command grab yeets you. Pokey time. Good jump away from the command grab. You're not holding that in one anti-air. You think King could come back now?
I mean, like, this is SNK. You absolutely can. All it takes is one good hit. Went for the command grab yet again.
Jab, chill up.
The patience for both. He's an overheat.
Oh, but Shadow X's head confirms a nasty, man. I wouldn't test his reactions. Oh my god.
He has to use it. Use SPG. Absolutely.
Genius.
It's not going to be enough to kill, but it's going to be big damage here. Back to 0.
Needs one more interaction for the
Be careful,
Kelzo.
DP. He was ready for it that time around. King is going to hold on here. The last strand of life they had was off of the back of an overheat. Just off of pure block pressure. King, 1-2 right now.
Oh, my God, my heart. And the fact that they read Shadow X's DP, nice guard cancel command grab, the fact that they read that is absurd, because as we know, Shadow X, a very aggressive player, and they were like, I know you're going to do this. You're going to do Wake Up Raging Storm. I'm going to block that. I'm going to take the turn. Clever play from King. Boy,
Actually,
Shadow X.
I actually would say the opposite, actually. I think the Shadow X is one of those players that actually has been playing fairly defensively. He just knows when to press his advantage at any rate. He like the short hops, the walk backs on King's Oki, all of that is to try and bait or catch him from being a little bit too overzealous. Guard cancel, rev blow yet again.
Right, so what you're saying is he does a ton of calculated offense is the best way to put it. I like that. That's clever.
Control chaos. It's like what I like to call it for sure.
Oh, the red blow. Knocking down the dark. Good just defense against those normals. Blocks the low. Rushes in with the jab, and because of the counter hit, able to get a solid confirm.
Yes. To be dead? Yes, absolutely. Okay, King looking alive for sure. I just got done watching Blue Lock as well. Like, I hear King, I think like R from now on.
My brain is teching coded, that's all I'm saying. You already know what I'm thinking. But that's a very good Raging Storm. Shadow X on the offense goes for the overhead that time. No command grab, actually let it rock. Now you got the corner. Oi. Kraina for the shiny knuckle.
Good air throw. A lot of people forget that she has that. Guard cancel DP yet again.
Another set point, fun. Another set point. Will King raise their crown yet again and stand against Shadow X? Or are they going to be able to take it here? Rushes in with the close D's. Actually getting a good round start in terms of damage and spacing.
Nice.
Oh
no way.
No, I feel that.
That wasn't counter hit. It wasn't. They
they assumed that they would be able to get the confirm, but it wasn't counter hit, so he wasn't able to do it. Another situation where yet again they get the air throw. You can combo off of that though. Maybe too high. Good rev blow counter right back at you. It has enough to be able to build up SPG as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just pop it. 2-2. Tied up in loser's bracket.
Break the spine.
Hotaru game.
Alright, fun. Oh, we're down to final game. Alright, King has a storyline going on here without a doubt, no questions about it. Will they make the comeback and defeat one of the absolute legendary players in the KOF and Fail Fear community? Or will Shadow X cement that legacy and just kind of knock out King, man? It's an insane storyline we're witnessing right now.
Not good guard cancel. Command grab.
Going for the lowest hyper defense.
Yeah. Reflect. Oh, King has a woke up. Can the King reclaim his throne? Good backdash yet again. So the first time it is, the Shadow has had some well-timed movement.
Nice.
Maintaining pressure, catches him low.
Beautiful, beautiful that bar. So you're gonna be able to get some good damage indeed. Has the bar. Not gonna be enough to kill, but you do have like a meaty setup.
Oh, short hop rev blow. The classic. The day one, if anything.
That is an option I was not expecting to come at the Arsenal and King, but now they are on set point for the first time. The Shadow X showing that hit confirmatory they have available, but great DP to escape.
Nice. Catches him low yet again. A solid crouch B. Wanted to go for the whiff punish. Almost put him on a t-shirt. SPG still available. Not for much longer. Not after Shadow gets done with this conversion. Spin the bar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
DP break. And now we're getting... sorry, you go. My bad. I apologize.
No, by all means, you are fine. I was just going to say this is the first game 5 of the night. Double Luigi right here.
Yeah, chat, let me know. Double Luigi. Whew. Very tense. Backing up, goes for the jump hit. Big anti-air with the DP break. Just like King is on the offense, staggering with those close
down that time. Nice. SPG gone. Oh no, he missed the first few hits, so it's not. The full power of that super wasn't available.
Unfortunate. Now they have to just defend against that EX pressure. They're on 90% rev. Meaning they gotta be careful to dive.
Oh, punish that. Yeah. Shadow's ready for it.
Sound. Keeping the pressure. Sends out the projectile. Keeping it cool. Great backdash in the crouching C. Trying to approach with the short hop. Went low. Well defended. Wait. Ooh, could be deadly.
The red is getting lower and lower. Good JD. Not taking any bait. Backdash. Well, good timing from Shadow. Just to get rid of the SPG, but it's not gone yet. One more mix could do it. The command grab. Can he do it enough to be able to get the kill? Not yet, but the overdrive, the overheat is there.
Marcy.
Good short hop from Shadow. Well done with the neutral short hop JB. Well done. I can only say it so many times. Your victor in the losers round 1 is Shadow X. He is moving on.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. We've gone to winner's top 8 now. Still first to 3 for the entire bracket. Gotta make sure it's
yeah, peanut color, yeah.
He's zoning. He's straight zoning. Psycho. But yeah, very interesting. We got Dogor and Maigo. 2 very solid players. Hotaru and Kain definitely the 2 characters of note in the current balance of the game. Maigo taking a turn here.
Hotaru being a character that was not as good in the previous game. A solid character, nevertheless. Not as good in Mark of the Wolves previously. Kain, a character that has been a strong character all throughout multiple iterations of the games it is that they have been in. The strongest character of the past, the strongest character in history versus the strongest character of today, for sure. Both of these tie-ins are yeah, hey, listen, they're duking it out right now.
It's like the before and after I mentioned. It's like, bro, all you did was walk back. Oh my god, but Maigo the one to take the round. Very nice. Yeah, no, that's something to note as well. Maigo has their SPG in the final third of their health. Dogor keeping it in the middle. And it's very interesting to know why people put SPG where. I'd love to interview the players to understand why.
I would think that the reason that they put SPG in the back of the gauge is because of the fact that Hotaru is one of those characters that was messed up. Hotaru is one of those characters where when you see, like, she doesn't really need the help in general to be able to
run offense.
Deal with to run offense essentially, yes. And depending on where you put the SPG gauge determines how much rev meter and rev gauge your your specials actually take. So she's going to be able to have plenty of access to the stuff it is that she's doing, just like right now, to be able to potentially close out this game. No, if they popped SPG, they probably would have been able to do it, but of course the head stomp, too much of a factor here.
Pogo sticking their way in. I also see people doing the sponsor quest. Thank you very much. We have gotten all the codes. You can do sponsor quests. And if you guys feel like donating to this prize pool, because we've got quite a bracket today, you can head to that match at Reno. But wow, well punished from Dogor to start us off. Able to take the corner and lock, and we're on the offense.
Nice.
That patience represents their fireball of their own. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Cross up just a little bit. Mess things up a little bit. Hey, listen, flashback for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, super. Yo, 0 frame, JD.
I think that was the first 0 frame that we've gotten for the entire tournament today. So that was quite the placement for that. Giving Maigo a turn for sure. Good back throw, corner lock, safe jump, pressure time. Dogor's got to hold it, and when you get caught, Maigo's going to be taking the round.
Not too bad.
Get ready.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're on the offense now. Oi. Huck show. Represent that fireball. Approaches in. But good throw. Read the momentum. Taking another throw.
Good DP, yeah. The fact that Maigo actually finished that special instead of breaking it, like, just shows that, like, or sorry, like the other way around. They broke it instead of finishing it. It's a really big deal all the way through hyper armor for the rev mode.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see what.
This is dead actually. Like, I'm not even kidding. Yeah,
oh
SPG,
yeah, with
yeah,
the gear. Yeah. There's no debates about it. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. She's going to destroy your spine. Death. Maigo up 2-0. Actually performing very well into Dogor's Kain. I wonder if we're going to see like maybe an SPG change. No, decides to hop right back in into instant rematch. Who knows, could go at game 5 yet again, or it could be another or potential like just straight 3 wins in a row, but who knows. But Maigo's on the offense again.
Still keeping the pressure on as best as they can by essentially walking back and giving themselves space to actually deal with any sort of whip punch.
Hey. Nice.
Ooh. Nice, good DP.
Yeah. Showing. That's something you got to worry about with Kain's rev blow. A ton of reach, so if you use it against a fireball, it certainly works out, but Maigo's hit confirmed. That's going to give him a set point.
Round 2. Get ready.
Well done. Let's see how they play this around. Maigo, once again, giving them a lot of space to work with. I mean, once again, they've got the fireballs, they've got the reflective need be. Nice.
Fireballs being represented. Tries to approach in. Does so sheet. Good tech on the throw. Backing up. Just defends. Trying to keep it cool under the pressure and that crouching C, and a powerful to allow Maigo again with the command grab. That's unfortunate.
I tried the best to be able to do something. Not able to put quite yet. A nice short hop backwards. Hey, for sure. Ends up getting the whip punish as well, which wild punish more specifically, excuse me. This is going to be death. Yep, absolutely. Level 1? Yep. 100%.
Dominant match from Maigo. gonna make it so Dogor is gonna be going into loser side top 8, so that's the positive. Dogor still in the but yeah, we're definitely getting into the next set here. Projectile's still gonna be a factor. And this is something I would refer to as the main card, in my opinion. This is definitely a main card fight. You got GTDarkAngel, the undefeated, up against Cloud. And oh my god, you're seeing why he's undefeated, my lord. Already on it with the reactions.
Yeah, oh, nice. Try to go for the crouch C. I want to be able to see if they can actually get a whip punish for sure. But not finding it. It's hard to still like playing the spacing game. A lot of both of them are, to be honest. Well, Kain, yeah, I'm gonna say Kain has to, but no, the hell he's not. He could be getting big monster.
Real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Block on the flash kick. Yeah, that's gonna allow GTDarkAngel to take a very powerful round with a bust out. Wow, a good backdash on the pro. Oh.
Nice, good forward throw. Good blocks. Damage actually coming through. This should be death, actually. Knowing Kain? Yeah, that damage is too much, brother. That's a lot.
Yeah, GTDarkAngel, someone that looked dominant in that first round there, even with the anti-air and everything. By the end of the day, turn the tides on you, and that's a nice interaction. Cloud can be taking first blood on this round yet again, going for the pressure, keeping it going. Good blocks from DarkAngel.
Tried to jump as well. What's the orb out? Goes for the low instead. Messed up, man. Leave it to the Marvel player to figure out how to make something look absolutely disgusting.
Real.
Not even an incoming
real.
mix. Doesn't even need it.
Like, welcome to Marvel, you know? Hold the overhead, hold the low.
Hold the browser. Hold the anything. Hold the unblockable.
Again. Bro, you cannot approach with that ref blow. Bro, it's waiting. He's staring it down.
Yeah. That's where you gotta be. Especially when it's such a good tool and it's safe, right? Combo. Both bombs out. Oh, what side is that on?
Yes. That's all I can say. What a red blow though. DarkAngel on the offense here again gets the cross up, confirms with the 2As, and because of that meter, it's that kill. No.
Not enough. Too much skill. He didn't want to use the bar. Like, he was already fairly low, right? And overheat. He thought that he probably wouldn't have needed to use it for that. And that's why he went for the fireball with Cloud's back to the wall, because if he jumped, he has no JD. He can't jump.
Yeah. That's a bit peculiar though, isn't it? That's a bit peculiar though. Oh! That is a very strong H flash kick. 11 for the corner. Goes for the low. Super for the damage, and again, OP. Very strong here.
I tried it. Try it again.
That red bull. Jump
Oh
in.
no, he just got the jump in hit. SPG. Yep, close it out.
Showtime. Does that kill? That kills, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hell yeah, it does.
Oh lord. The head and gears in this game, when you get them in a combo, the damage is unsurmountable at times, man. What a round from DarkAngel. You know, you're tying up. You went like, okay, you took a match, you look pretty immaculate, but I need to remind you why I'm undefeated in this bracket so far. TP. Ooh, shimmy.
Puts out that cycle bomb for sure. Okay, nice. Get the DP going. Trying to utilize the rev blow.
Ooh, I like that. Represents the sweep on the feints, but what a short hop. DarkAngel, the thing that is certainly making this good for him is those short hops. They're able to place them so damn well. Punish from Clouds.
Dead, you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the simple stuff. One button confirm into the super. Completely necessary.
Bro's too confident, man, I'm telling you.
No, punish nice. Sweep.
Yeet. Yeet. Go for another pro. Oh, the anti-air. Yeah, Cloud just looking confident, looking out for those neutral interactions. Try approach, gets the Farsi. Trades on the fireballs. Try to jump in. Oh, the anti-air.
I had it just enough to be able to get the last little bit of that.
He can do this all day. Going for the offense, sends out the projectile, jumps in, but the anti-air with the flash kick can lead to some good damage indeed, and has another bar to work with. Dun dun dun.
But not the mine. Oh, no punish on that. Maybe was a little bit too concerned about the bomb behind him, but even still gets the finishing blow necessary to see who will be the one that breaks this little tie here.
This is certainly looking like the set. I'm a big fan of it. The two mentors, if you will, both battling out. Oh, approaches in. Good block. Should be some good damage indeed. And DarkAngel stuck in the corner. Has to defend well and look for a DP interaction. Oh, a rebel from Cloud.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm telling you now. I've been hit enough by that combo to know that that's like he's good. He's done.
You know what? Every time you call the kill, I'll just be a sheep and I'll follow along. I'll follow along, my man.
No, that's not by any means whatsoever. Be a real person. Like say disagree. If you disagree, you're good.
I mean, so far. I mean, to be fair, my weakest suit is calling kill, so that's why I'm back out of that one. I'm back out of that one. Oh, yeah, backing up. Tries to jump in. That's nice. A decent jump in, but no confirm. There's a lack of a counter hit. You have to go into a jab for those jump ins.
Make as much as possible.
Rev is high. Oh, God.
Oh, he's got a JD. Oh my God.
Daigo. There he is.
I was about to lose my actual mind. Like when he sat there, I knew that he was going to JD, but I'm like, if I'm going to lose my mind if he hyper defends at one point in there and super's back.
Yeah, I swear I saw hyper defense, but no cancel whatsoever.
With all only JDs.
Wait. Staggering with the pressure, decides to back up, feints a run up and shimmies right out of there. Great play from DarkAngel, reading the momentum of Cloud's defense.
Oh, tried it.
That play.
The bomb.
Oi. Beautiful. Bro, your reactions are too ridiculous, Cloud. Someone's gotta give this man points and a gold star for those reactions. My God.
God, wow, punish yet again. Here we are. One round apiece tied up yet again, but is Kyle going to take it this time and close out the set? And our Angel give Angel his first loss in this whole bracket?
Oh my lord. Could separate that gap. DarkAngel on the offense. Alright, looking good. Went for the throw in that main. Is definitely an RPS and representing that flash kick. Oh, was smart for it. That's rough. Unfortunate for Knuckle. Boy, I love these jump back from Clouds every time the EX projectile's represented.
Patience from both. Gotta go for a sweep, see if he can catch him a little bit earlier on the run instead. The meter's revving up more and more. Oh, again, the single hit confirmed. Oh, dropped just a little bit.
Going to overheat. Oh, wait, the red's high though.
God. Now, don't you remember if we could take a trip back to the past just for a little bit? Remember when I said that the reason why he went for Fireball in the very beginning of the set when we saw it happen, that the reason why he did that was because Cloud can't jump because he can't JD, meaning that he's going to get anti-aired? He did the same thing just now. He was willing to put himself in overheat just to be able to get the finishing blow, just to make sure that he could either force a jump or he could just go for chip with the bar that he had too.
It's insane that you're able to call that. You're truly high-level commentator and player fun legend.
Oh no, okay.
Oh, hey, good hit confirmed from DarkAngel. Went for the run-up. Definitely a roll OS, but expected a DP. Just defends as he dies. Oh, and overheat.
Yeah, and they not. Rolls forward, yes, absolute. That's the classic. That's the classic. When you know somebody's calling out your tech roll, you gotta do that. It's a very effective manner. Yeah, you gotta do it. Yeah, I respect that.
Fun. In terms of storytelling, my man. Set point. Cloud, who had set point in the 4th match, is now up against it for the first time. DarkAngel can send Cloud to losers right here, right now. But who knows, man? This is dire. This is scary. This is tense. Never mind being a player, the viewer feels it, you know? Boy.
Good throw tech, hands off. I'm feeling you like that. 69, nice. Percent of revving up meter, for sure. Manages to at least get it back in the green.
Oh!
He's ready for it every time. Crouch C, confirm, wild punish, that should be it. Absolutely. DarkAngel with the solid confirm, man. He's ready.
I love that. He waited, he patiently waited, saw the whiff, heavy kick, get some with a nasty wild punish, and ran up, just took all the time. Definitely felt it if you're an Dogor fan. So if you want to make the comeback, you know, now's the time. You gotta do it against Paragon Zane again. A nasty Hokutomaru, so nothing set in stone just yet. Nice. Almost to see we got a $5 donation from Rymel. Thank you very much, my man. Hope you're enjoying today's bracket. And wow, the amount of viewers today. Pretty wild indeed. But Zane off onto the offense.
Damage galore.
Getting some good damage indeed. Zane for the cross up. Well defended. Not gonna get entirely caught by that, but that's a nice throw. Let Zane go for some offense. They do have SPG in place. That means the red blows! An approach from Dogor.
Nice, good bait out on the throw yet again. Zane maintaining pressure pretty well, honestly. Like that feint cancel into run, like doesn't let any, like it's pretty ambiguous because they could go for the run if they wanted to, and then Zane decides to go for the run up throw instead.
Yeah, it's good to represent that run up throw for sure. Even if it misses or it lands, at the end of the day, that's an option in the opponent's mind, and you want to be able to cycle through them to represent some of your favorite options. That's a good sweep in. Red blow representing SPG available to both players. And we could see a potential flash of the revs. It's a good approach from Dogor, take the corner.
Answered my question within my own brain. Because I was like, I wanted Dogor to know about the fact that using Kain's rev blow to be able to stop Hokutomaru's projectiles is a big deal or not. And they do. They did it immediately, but Zane has already turned the tide so quickly. One confirm a trade. Oh, that could have been so crazy.
The forward throw though. Getting the kill there. Zane up 1-0 in the set, looking pretty immaculate in the Hokutomaru. And yeah, you're right about that. The red blow looks like it kind of overpowers the projectiles, so I'm kind of curious if the set continues on, if we're going to see a lot of adaptation from Zane to counter those types of red blow interactions. But Dogor already off to an immaculate start in terms of damage. We're getting tied off immediately afterwards.
Nice, pressure staying on. Damage coming through, another short hop yet again, circumventing some of the buttons that we've been seeing so far. Neutral.
Oh yeah! Oh, neutral up. Not the kill though, sadly. And that's that. Back throw for you, Dogor's on the offense. That was back throw central, what a fun.
Yeah, it was. Shuriken's coming out. The block, big damage incoming.
Very nice. Done. Keeping it cool, rushes in. Neutral up with the JC, just like Zane. Can we get a large chunk of health? But opts not to use the meter, goes for another play. And this is a 2-0 opportunity. And Dogor slowly but surely diving deeper into the pits of despair. If you gotta make that comeback happen, it's gotta be now.
Round one.
Nice.
Get ready.
Definitely the case. You have to be a little bit careful about how it is that you're choosing to proceed onward from these things. It seems like right now, the pressure is actually coming through. Damage coming out of his rows as well. Just trying to find a way into some pressure here, but Dogor not letting it go easy.
Boy, tricky mix indeed. Getting some good damage. Oh, what a crosser! Surely a killing scenario. Zane on set point. This is looking rough and rough for Dogor. I don't know, Dogor fans. I don't know if this is it, my man.
Nice, good throw tech. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been the start of something crazy. Good forward throw yet again, utilizing the feint. Good fake. Nice, maintaining plus frames and good throw tech.
Indeed. Tight. Close D. That is a very nice situation. Good damage indeed. Zane gonna be able to just take that lead even more as he continues on.
Nice.
Not Daigo. Dogor trying to get back life slowly and surely. You can tell that they're fighting to try and get back into the set. They really are, but one more interaction for the kill, and that's it.
Nice.
The crouching B from Zane.
Well
Taking
done.
the set with an immaculate 3-0. Aye, that looked rough for him, didn't it, Fun?
Yeah, it did. Straight up, it did. Like, it's incredibly rough to be able to see what exactly is going on here when it comes to the pressure overall. Like, it's really finals. Awaiting the winner of this match. Let's see who will take it.
Cloud and Shadow X, two legendary players. Gonna be battling each other. Who will be the one to take it? Shadow X is the one to draw first blood.
Nice.
And what an anti-air, my lord. Ay, good damage indeed.
Nice. Try to go for it. Nice, good jump in. Short hops to maintain the pressure while also still keeping a distance is exactly the way that this game is meant to be played, for sure. Nice, so much damage. Yeah. Raising Storm.
Yeah, predictable. Yeah, that was an interesting round indeed. Cloud didn't really get a chance to get started. Shadow X kinda just ran that really well. But nice approach with the far C's, try to take a turn. Cloud fights back, but fighting back with a jab confirms. Nice stuff from Shadow X.
Using the heavy Ryuki. Still looking for an opportunity, crouch C, to be able to find the damage, but didn't know how they wanted to proceed with the combo because 76 rev gauge is definitely not the way you want to go out. You don't want to put yourself in overheat when the lead isn't that big. Nice little confirm from Shadow X, goes to the corner and tries to go for the meaty overhead, but couldn't find it. Blocked. Dead. Shadow X, looking real solid. A lot more solid this time around, less shaky for sure.
I think with the last one, when you're playing into a character like Hotaru, they've got your similar type of speed, so the match is constantly in chaos, right? Whereas this one, it's a bit more calculated. You know what Cloud wants to do in neutral, right? It isn't like, do I run offense, do I do fireballs? Do I go for set play? It's like, you know that, like, yeah, he's going to try to keep the space until he can land the hit. So you just have to get in on him first. And Shadow X, well aware of that game plan, it's very simple for him, but oh no.
Okay, wait, still got the anti-air regardless. Not a bit confirmed. Damage. Coming through in droves, a Raging Storm. Nice setup for that, Shadow X. Oh my goodness. Good cancel off of the overhead.
I swear they're the only bot to do that, so we should just call that the Shadow X Classic, shouldn't we? Right, fighting that overhead, straight in the command grab. Beautiful work indeed. A good blocks, goes for the jab to fight back. Shadow X on the offense, but what a jump on the command grab.
Nice little punish. That's right. Hey, y'all, that's safe. Just so try. Go for it. What did he try and hit? I don't know what he tried to do, but I'm not sure.
Can you guess? That's for sure. Like, blocks. Oh. Did he guard cancel an offense and did the?
Yes. Yeah. He essentially guard canceled Rock's pressure and then did super after. But because he did the wrong super, it wasn't invuln, so it didn't give him any breathing room really he just got traded on.
No. Shadow X is the one that guard cancelled.
Oh, yes. Yeah, if you're talking about that.
That's insane. On offense, then the guard cancel. That's quite mad. Alright. Nice smash out. Able to get some good damage indeed. Set play, end play. Jumps in, goes for the close C, but opposite back out. Look out for a DP. Shadow X does not bite back. Oh!
All the way through. Just going with the simple DP break and pressure. Bridging Storm. Can't tech roll. Nice, catches him. Realizes that he's trying to jump back as many times as possible. So those short hops are going to be coming out a lot more to try and catch anybody to try to catch Cloud specifically from doing much of anything. And instant air fireball is enough to catch out this guy.
This is definitely one of these sets to watch. We're seeing it at set point now for Shadow X. We have seen he does crack under the pressure, so who knows, maybe Cloud can make a comeback happen here. But again, it's looking rough and rough as the set continues. DP.
Good short hop yet again, but no confirm. So much damage. Just over the back of two simple supers. Oh, Raging Storm, right back at you. Reversals are coming out here. Good short hop. This is literally game point, set point for Shadow X, eliminating Cloud 805, 3-0. My goodness.
That was such a confident game from Shadow X. You didn't see them buckle under that pressure once. Then fall for a single shimmy bait. Then falls in this bracket, finally duking it out. It's the Terry and the Hotaru.
Good reflect. Had to use EX right back at you. The JDs. And manages to get the far D as well. Projectiles coming through, and the patience from both is pretty on point. DarkAngel gets the cross up yet again. The messed up part about that jumping B is there's been a lot of times where I've blocked it from same side, but then he shows up cross up anyway. He just still comes on the other side.
You're like, how did that happen?
yeah, it happens a lot. So I genuinely believe that if you're seeing people get hit by that, that's wrong.
Oh Jesus! Maigo followed for the fireball traps. The DarkAngel cleverly laid down, goes for the overhead. Yeah, dude, DarkAngel looking like a bit of a master constructor here, man, with this offense. Just baiting Maigo into playing into him.
Good reflect back at you. DarkAngel still doing pretty good. They both play similarly, which is really funny. Normally they wait for the projectiles to actually come out, both Maigo and GTDarkAngel, to sort of let their opponent respond to their really solid projectiles, and yet even still, it is not enough. Cloud, thank you so much for the raid, man. We genuinely appreciate that. As DarkAngel gets jabbed out for a little bit of time, Maigo keep the pressure on. That time around they went for the JD, but they were not ready for what came after. Drops the combo and overheat and has to DP.
Yeah, I feel that EX wrecker.
Guard break's coming. It's coming. This is all real. Guard break's coming, and he has SPG gauge as well. Can spend it all if he decides to do so.
Oh,
yeah, that SPG is coming.
He's doing it. Of course, this isn't gonna kill, right? This does not kill.
No, it doesn't. But it's so much damage.
Yeah. Oh my God, what HP.
See? It doesn't kill.
And I feel like Hotaru is one of the few characters that gets Oki after their head and gear. I feel like a ton of characters that don't get Oki. She's right next to him.
Right.
Oh God.
Being forced to jump over their own fireballs as well as Hotaru's. Maigo on point with the reflex. Good neutral jump.
Good just defense. Tries to keep it going. Beautiful anti-air. Done. What guys?
Nice power geyser.
Yeah. Probably doing that because of the rev meter, realizing how high he's getting. Let's just take the damage, take the Oki.
Oh, tried to rev blow that. If he was any closer, that would have been a really scary situation for Maigo. Wild punish would have been a factor, but that's not what happened here.
Rock you. I like how they're representing the H versions fully charged to mess with Maigo's timing, but Maigo did not give a damn approach with the command grab. Yeah, nice kick. Maigo going to be taking the first match, and again, GTDarkAngel be undefeated. Can you take a set off of them? That'd be pretty wild.
Get ready.
Good reflect. No anti-air.
Nice. Crack shoot. Oh God. Knocked out. Representing. the fireball game plan, a big believer of it for sure. Maigo goes for a reflect, but what a jump, but what a just defend. But because he didn't break it like the rest of the DP rock, you have to just defend the rest of them. And if you ain't ready, you get out of here.
Oh, God. yeah, you may be able to JD a lot of that, but what about this one?
You ain't ready. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, just defend from DarkAngel, thinking that they can maybe make it with.
Nice.
Oy. No DP. Command grab. DarkAngel. On defense, you're seeing it after the previous rounds. They're a little bit more patient. And Maigo's playing into that, representing the command grab. And I feel like DarkAngel maybe represents a DP or two, but I don't know, man. This Maigo, he can read offense so damn well.
Overhead, yeah, that's a lane too. The block, oh yeah. The damage about to be crazy. This is 100% done. Yep.
Nice.
He can simple up one more.
Yeah, the power geyser timing is very difficult after that EX DP, the rising tackle. But if you use the buffer method, it makes it a ton easier. I recommend learning the buffer method for that link specifically to Super. DarkAngel does an amazing job here as they take the corner with the record. That builds a ton of meter. They got the corner a lot, but one air throw from Maigo. Oh, nice. Get some good damage. Maigo opting for the level 2 of the damage. And has some pretty good Oki here, but opts for it. Cross up, well defended until you got caught by the low. DarkAngel's health is low. They need to do something for this round, but back kick.
JD's all around. Oh, a solid jump in. Has to burn it all. 1, 2, 3. Not dead yet. Caught by the overhead again.
The fact that they betted on that overhead is insane. I know me, I'd have been terrified. I'd be going for a bait on the DP. But Maigo just taking it can hit. That's scary. That's scary that DarkAngel's able to read that. That's all I'm saying.
Back throw.
Back throw. Nice, the party. Rock you, trying to approach in, the EX Fireball, winning that interaction and allowing for a confirm on the offense, but the guard cancel command grab. We've seen Maigo do that a couple of times now. They're really good at doing it.
Burning.
Burning. Oh,
my God.
No damage. What is that, Rowdy?
Skilling.
Oh,
yeah, he had to take the hit. What are you gonna do for Oki? That solves the first meteor. What about the second one?
Oh God.
Oh, nothing to be able to stop it at all. They went for the same thing it is they went for last time when they ended up fighting Cloud, and but the difference is that they weren't in the corner that time around. They just weren't, right? They didn't have limited options, and this is also Hotaru. Like, Hotaru is just incredibly strong. When they did it against Cloud, they did that same string and setup against Cloud. Cloud was an overheat when they tried it the last time.
Yeah. Well, that
but
time
Maigo wasn't.
Yeah. Actually, insane, man. Oh, what a DP. Oh, the dive kick to play around the fireball. Again, Hotaru has all the tools, and Maigo is using all of them at full force. I don't think there's a tool that's being neglected right now, if I'm honest.
Okay, hyper defense. Nice! Run straight up and goes for the DP break. I feel you. Get you to crouch rep. That could have been dangerous.
Fade them it. Try to keep them on their toes. Both sides trying to go for some fake game plans. You don't see this when you play in your ranked matches, right? You don't see this. People actually using feints to bait stuff. A good DP.
Oh, nice. Oh, she may have actually been able to confirm that if Maigo committed. Oh, she straight up was trying to put him in overheat, but it doesn't even matter. Closes out the game here with it going 2-1. One more match for Maigo, and they will be proceeding onward, sending DarkAngel down to the loser's bracket.
Aye. Chat, are you feeling it, man? I'm feeling the tenseness as this continues on. Oh god. Nice. Pressure going.
Punish that, yo.
Staggering. Good neutral up. Try to keep it cool. Approaches with the close D. Went for the DP, but what a bait by Maigo. How did you read that?
An uncharacteristic drop from Maigo. As now Angel is looking for the fireballs to be able to try and jump over, trying to catch him on the punishment because he knows the reflect is too much of a factor for Hotaru in this matchup.
Oh, get back though. Maigo on the offense again.
Nice.
Man grab, and because it's EX, that leads to a combo. Decent damage indeed. Super. Get some good damage, get the OP, you run it from there. Good block.
Yeah. You're gonna have to hyper defense one of those earlier hits of that record.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Now it's set point fun. Can Maigo knock the undefeated out the bracket?
We'll have to see. So far with how Maigo's playing, this sort of controlled chaos, only taking advantages when they feel like they need to, went for the DP break, and instead walked a bit more forward, so they ended up avoiding it. Forward throw, already from GTDarkAngel, gets the counter hit yet again. What? Saw that the confirm was there, but didn't actually pull the trigger on anything that came after. Oh my god.
Oh,
This isn't even the most damage. Like, he didn't even get the rest of it. This was a warning shot at most. 66% rev blow. Oh, this could be the thing that turns the tide. You better spend it all. You got SPG. You better spend it all.
Showtime! Eesh! Spend the tornado! Going straight at the damage. DarkAngel not killing him, but tying it up. Just needs one more hit to get the kill, but so does Maigo!
Low, and Gato wasn't ready. Gato wasn't. Yeah, from full screen? He tried a JD? It had to have been a JD attempt. It had to have been a JD attempt. She literally ran all the way up, pulled up on him. I pulled up. That's crazy.
That's insane.
The fight against Hotaru at the end never felt like it dwindled out because she was never in overheat. Because of that. Like, it helped out so much.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. Jesus Christ. But yeah, besides that winner's final set certainly being a my heart, we're heading into loser semis now. We've got ShadowX and Zane. Two fairly strong competitors coming from loser's side. So who knows how this set's going to go out. But so far, ShadowX got that health lead, but they're playing against SPG.
Nice. Short hop yet again. Mentioned it before, Chad. If you're interested in playing this game, I want you to understand that short hops are a very important part of neutral. They're normally pretty good to be able to circumvent most approaches that people are trying to go for. If the short hop is already active, it's going to go over a lot of buttons as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good to use, and it's great to hold your ground because you don't have to back up.
Yeah, and this is a fairly good combo for ShadowX. Should be able to get the kill. Storm! But yeah, you're absolutely right about those short hops. They're ridiculously good, and then some aerial normals will reduce the lower heart box that you're doing. For example, I've said it many times, Tezok JD, insanely good air normal. If that was on another character, you'd think that character's the most busted character in the game. Oh, you're dying! Zane, give up.
Zane, somebody clip that! Zane. Somebody clip that right now!
Zane, just give up the room, man. It's not, Zane, it's not worth it.
Oh my god. He opened with the hyper defense first and then JD'd all the way. Dog, are you for real?
He did not have to do that, no. This is sick.
Bro.
Oh my god. It's ShadowX, bro, putting on a show.
Dude.
Yeah, no, Zane, after that parry, like everything, you just gotta give him the round, bro. Give him the move on to the next one, lock in, bro, because that was too wild, but we're heading straight into the next one. And just like that, ShadowX names are messing me up. ShadowX on the offense, yet again.
Absolutely insane, man. I'm still flabbergasted, absolutely. Because he could have ended it with the HD if he wanted to. He didn't. He started off with that. Like, that's the crazy part.
Just like, yeah, you guys want to see something go?
Yeah, Shadow maintaining the pressure.
He's practiced that. That's the funny thing as well, isn't it? He's sat there and proper practiced that. Right. Jumps in.
Nice.
No command grab, not in range. But the crouching jab for the
Nice.
kill. Shadow X. Going up in the sec. You remain. All of this is first to read. Right.
Nice. Good JD. That's definitely the way to be able to punish that as well on the side of Zane. Yeah, you could still get that.
Yeah, I just figured with the approach with the lariat, I didn't think you were gonna get that sweep, but that's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh god.
Where's your storm? 2 bars available. Yeah, he was already gonna block that.
He's doing it again!
Dog. Okay, dog. Alright, man. We get it.
Again!
We get it, fam. We get it, man.
Bro's going for a highlight reel, man!
We get it, man. It's okay. I understand. I get you. I see how you feeling.
I thought that's straight flexing. Just like Zane is up against set point now, and bro, he's so hyped. He's so hyped. Daigo and he get Daigo, yeah. Let it be known. Shadow X on the offense now, daggering away on the offense, but good escape. Zane now has the corner after a clean throw, and they're able to actually try and represent some decent pressure here, but Shadow X just not wanting to stay in the corner. Ooh.
Nice. Good pressure actually coming through.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Good stuff.
Yeah, as we know, they got that history as a grappler, so they're gonna land those for sure. Good low confirm, no super for the kill. Is that a cross up?
Normally it would say if it wasn't crossing. Normally it would say. Also, as I see in the chat, I see in the chat to you, Awkward. Yeah, Shadow X does have a Twitter, indeed. Yeah. They do. This is like actually one of like the youngest and like one of the most prolific like KOF players that's out there. Another player from Mexico. Shadow X is incredibly good.
Oh yeah. Oh, wasn't ready for the wake up super. Went for the neutral up to try and play around at that time, but it was very high in terms of the reach. Now Shadow X taking a turn off of that DP break. Good damage indeed with the Raging Storm. Just rushing in.
Nice. Good air there. Good anti-air, I should say. Puts out the pressure, or the damage at least, I shouldn't say sure at all. Goes for the cross-up attempt, and manages to get the jump in. Forward throw is enough to be able to deal with it.
A really good round indeed for Zane. That's how you make the comeback, right? You need to deny that momentum. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I could feel that. That was... Like, you just got, like, Daigo parried twice, you know? You got to lock in and go, like, okay, I need to show this guy what's what, but what a whip punish. On the wild counter, RC. Storm!
Nice, good short hop yet again. So the pressure, yeah, the pressure just from the of knowing the fact that like Shadow will just turn the burners on if he needs to. He's immediately just gonna run at you. Goes for crouch C. Oh, the prowess of the double jump. I don't think Hokutomaru has. Really good.
Yeah, it's quite insane.
Spender off.
It's quite insane that Hokutomaru not only has a double jump, but also an air stall. So that really messes up the air momentum, but that command grab leads to your demise. Shadow X will be getting the Lord Battle in Losers Finals. They have to fight DarkAngel. Now this is something that I kinda wanted in my head. I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to will it or anything like that. But now we're getting it. And unfortunately, Zane getting knocked out top of his far jab on Just Defense compared to only doing 2-1. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Losers Finals, a set that will surely be a feast for your eyes. It's going to be DarkAngel against Shadow X. 2 edgy names battling out the rocking the Terry. This is going to be hype.
Yeah, the arcade mode fight. Like, actually, the arcade mode fight, the lore battle, the everything.
Yeah, you can imagine the Mark of the Wolves opening in your head now, right? Like they're popping, they're getting ready to fight. Oi, oi. Good block. Ershin Perkin, good block.
That's okay, we'll be getting Fallen Rock as a character.
That'd be mad. 2 geese clones? That'd be insane. Oi! Beautiful. That patience. Good block.
Oh wow, the hand was dang. Alright, Monkey D. Luffy, I see you. Put the rope. I reach.
Yeah, I quite like that fireball counter hit. It has like a at least confirmed way to get a kill in those type of scenarios, but good low confirmed for Shadow X getting that burning knuckle, shining knuckle even. Just like you got the corner unlocked, but what a jump out from Darkangel. It's gonna do a ton of damage.
You already know. Power Gazer. Gets the cross up yet again. Absolutely ambiguous. Darkangel and Shadow X, these two are no strangers to each other whatsoever. Meeting each other on the battlefield in KOF 15 and meeting each other on the battlefield here in City of the Wolves, right? In the Wolves Den.
Yeah.
Zane, once again with the raid. Thank you. I very, very much so appreciate that. Really appreciate it. First Cloud, then Zane. Much love to you.
Much love indeed. But we're continuing on. Trying to go for some jumping approaches. One EX bar knuckle. Darkangel showing that he is the mentor in this set so far with the Terry. It's only fitting. Oi, good blocks.
Nice. Crouch C.
Burning.
Went for the overhead, was already ready to block. Had the command grab on deck. Raging Storm to take him out of the SPG. Let me see the setup. Oh, Rev Blow. There is no setup.
Backs up. Party. DP break. Well just defended. Tries to jump in. Blocks the anti-air. That is punishable and blocked. I believe -6 or -7. A good whip punish from Shadow X taking that round.
Got counter hit with the full jump. Full jump C. Was a little bit too much because I think the Darkangel didn't know whether they wanted to actually go for the anti-air, like the high crush, or if they wanted to go for the DP break. So a little bit confused for a second. But for the DP, not too much. I'm not too cool. Thank you so much for the $20 donation to the prize pot. Much appreciated.
Oh, I recognize that name from last time. Thank you, big man. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the bracket, my man. Oh god. Nice. Beautiful air.
Shows big on life lead. Thought that was gonna cross up. Shows you how good that actual aerial button is actually.
It's like this crosses up here. It's like what? Oh, big DP break. That should lead that kill.
It is.
Punches and
Oh,
punches.
drops it.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's Terry.
Getting flashbacks to Sam Show every day.
That's Terry.
Oh,
God,
the short hop.
That's Terry for you.
Tried the JD probably. I can only imagine that's what they went for. Oh yeah, back up. Get the back
I don't want
up.
to keep saying this, but like that's Terry.
Oh, my man's trying to hold up. You do not fly on Terry airlines. That's not how it works. He's trying to run.
I appreciate trying to escape the Terry offense, but it's sometimes ain't worth it, man. Good block.
Nice.
Just defense. Not gonna get opened up by the target combo and just rushing it. Oh my god.
FRC's coming. It's going to be the tried and true button every time. Goes for the low, doesn't find any confirm. The short hops are a little bit too hard to anti-air, but has to go for it. Yeah, either that or you're going to deal with all that pressure. Nice, solid confirm.
Yeah, this is actually going to give him a turn with the Raging Storm. Keep the pressure going now. Good block from Darkangel though. The anti-air. Oh.
That time around, that was one of those DPs that was straight up like, hey, I know that you're comfortable with doing short hop C. I know you're comfortable with doing full hop C because you're expecting me not to be able to adapt to that or to answer that in those really high and up close intense situations. Because if you're wrong, that could be all the difference between a wild punish or not.
Aye, man. You're absolutely right. Keep the pressure now. Try and keep it.
Oh yeah, short hop,
jumping?
yeah.
I think that was the first DP we've seen from Darkangel in this set. They do only need one more match to win this.
Oh yeah, get away from me, young man. Not at all.
God.
I taught you everything you know, and you gave me a bar for that. Short hop? Yeah. Oh, invincible DP. Yes. Absolutely. Oh yeah, catch up low. What you holding back for? Trying to run away? Oh yeah, the Ashy Knee special. Up close and personal with the close B. Fireball's coming through with the bar already available for Dark Angel, but it don't matter how many times, how many people he grips, he will continue to grip until his dying day. Another command grab to end it.
Indeed, what a round. Shadow
Oh
X back
yeah, run him down. Download complete.
I love the aggression. I'm a massive fan of that. Able to just take it. Corner though. Has to jump out. Dark Angel in the offense.
Oh yeah!
Buddy.
Yeah, he's ready for it. The awakening has already begun.
Awakening? Devil May Cry.
Yeah, absolutely. So my actual daddy taught me this move.
Why does this evil blood boil fun? I do not know. I do not know. But Shadow X.
He's got the cursed
Yeah.
word.
Yeah. He's
Fighting
actually
game
got.
fathers are not the best to their children. That's how it works.
I would say Terry's sound until we saw domestic abuse on screen. Okay. RD. Oh! Nice. E-break for the damage. Again, doesn't have a bar, so they're just gonna have to opt for that DP. No OP indeed. Back to Nooch.
Got the long legs for sure. Rev block, not sure what it is that Angel was trying to go for. Yeah, absolutely.
Storm!
He's waiting. He's always waiting for an opportunity to be able to block a DP for the maximized damage. But here, he just straight up goes for it. A simple little conversion to be able to end out the round. Can he top this up? Oh yeah, yeah. I just got done watching Blue Lock 2, Season 2, Everything of the Sword. Yeah, I know an ego is when I see him. I know an ego is when I see him. Short hop, see? Going for the pressure as much as possible. Counter hit actually comes through.
Oh god, Jesus Christ. Good jump it, Just Vent. Looking a little like Daigo. Going for the pressure. Oh, the crack
Counter hit,
shoot.
crack shoot.
Yeah, this is a good chunk of change. But that rev is still high. Probably gonna have to keep the combo low if they want to stay out of that overheat scenario. But good crack shoot again.
Crack shoot, yeah, good.
Eee.
How much more can we cook? Let's find out. Yeah, always ready and waiting for the DP. Something it is that you see Shadow do quite a bit is always backup. They back up a lot on people's Okies. It's something it is that they have continuously done throughout the entire bracket they are in. They have always backed up to wait to have that contingency in case that somebody does go for a DP or for a wake up option. Good air to air from GTDarkAngel. Both of these guys, game 5, double illusion.
Aye, ridiculous indeed, and do keep in mind, whoever wins this will be facing Maigo in Grand Finals. So it'll be Shadow X's Losers Hero run, starting from Losers top 8, or will Dark Angel get the run back? Either or, it is a story to be told. Shadow X has the corner, but a big DP for Dark Angel escape. They got that rev, try to represent it. Good block. Opts to keep it back. Nice low confirm. Rushes in. Went for the roll chase, but opted to look out for a defensive play. And both players a little bit cautious with each other's tools, well aware what they each could represent. This is scary.
Patience from Shadow while still pushing out the normals necessary to try and garner a whiff punish, but the classic comes right on through. Counter hit into Buster Wolf. Yeah. See that combo quite a bit.
That's the Street Fighter 6 confirm, that's the Smash confirm, and that's the Classic confirm. That's all of it all in the one. I like that. And now Dark Angel on set point could run it from here and just represent the feints, gets it with the crack shoot, jabs away. 1-2. A punish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tried to cross up. I may have crossed himself up just a little bit. Wasn't sure when they could actually hit the button on that. Notice that the DP break actually came through from Dark Angel. Wanted to be able to at least get the anti-air against Shadow, but a couple of solid jabs lead to the wreck. A rev blow. Utilized effectively.
Good jump over. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Great DP from Dark Angel. Opted to play patient now. Shadow X. Their health is low. They're up against set point. Any kick. Oh, the back throw.
Back row.
Oh, good for the zipper. You got the corner unlocked. What do? You beat the power geyser just like that. Shadow X is going to take us to the famed double Luigi.
Final game, final round here, and loser finals to determine who goes up to winner's bracket to fight Maigo.
Jesus, should represent. Oh my god! Still one of the tools from the beta. DarkAngel on the offense. Beats the Raging Storm, and that is a punish. But Obstar reset. Wait, what?
Doesn't go for the conversion at all. Shadow X finding out the hard way that Rev blows are not frame 1 with armor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Good
luck.
Good throw tech. Oh, he whipped and then crossed over him into the corner. This is so bad.
He has no meter and he's an overheat. Oh my god.
He tried to jump out of the confirm. What possible? He puts himself in the overheat. This is bad.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the low.
Angel's recovering. 36 seconds left for the clock. He's trying to back up. He dropped it.
Oh my god.
Mono X saves himself with an unfortunately timed DP to take himself into grand finals. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ! What a play in the end! That was an
Yeah, this is unbelievable, y'all. Shadow X in the losers bracket fighting against Maigo, who has still remained all the way up in winners bracket with the Athena colors on it. Fireball's keeping him at a distance just for the time being in a neutral jump. Dang, what a confirm. She got close C from that far. I feel like she was pretty far.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is that. Perfect to close out on the first round of grand finals.
Jesus, yeah. Maigo up against a fresh opponent, like we were saying. So this is one of those ones where it's like about learning, understanding how Shadow X is going to play. And with that perfect, it kind of solidifies why you're in grand finals. So one on the throne, and what a fate! My ball fell from neutral, and now Shadow X is stuck in the corner, having to hold another potential 50-50 for your life.
Yeah. Good JDs yet again. JD command grab, something it is that Maigo has done so consistently. JD, not even a JD, just a regular command grab that time around, goes for the head stomp. Good on Shadow to know not to DP that. Do not DP that.
But that was a very dominating match. 1-0 to Maigo, but that doesn't set this like the story, right? Nothing's written in stone just yet. Shadow X can make a comeback happen. We did see it in the previous set. So maybe it's just gonna take a little bit of time to adapt.
Coming in. Stand A. Leaves him at least to the corner. Is an SPG. Catches the jump. That's how good it is, baby. That's how good that rep flow is, man.
Yeah, brings you right down to earth as well. Oh, good check on the lows. Good just defend. Try to keep it cool, but jabs in. Maigo on the offense. Reset. Some decent damage. Off to the backup, Shadow X looking for an opportunity to rush in, but that fireball keeping him at bay. Still looking for that opportunity, but nothing's coming to his mind just yet. That fireball's been such a threat.
That could have been really bad. That could have been really bad. Maigo's one of the only Hotaru players it is that I've seen that actually uses the turnaround too. Like it's really it could be a good tool because you can actually end up baiting out somebody's anti-air fully and really changing up how you're approaching your opponent with this character. Good command grab, puts him in the SPG, throws him out of his rev blow, and goes for the safe jump. This is death. Another perfect. Yeah, this is it.
Powerful super in this grand finals. Looking more dire and dire for Shadow as it continues. One more loss, and that's going to knock him out of second place. And Maigo will be your winner of Paragon 2. As Maigo is back on that offense yet again. Jesus.
Nice. Short hupsy yet again. Oh, went for the wrong thing. Yeah, that gotta be careful. Just like Hotaru has her spacing trap, that can be a bit of a spacing trap as well. A crouch jab isn't enough to be able to deal with that.
Indeed. Good DP though, opting for the jumps with the hops.
Good jump!
This could bring Shadow X back. This is kind of exactly what you need. One more 50-50, but you got a bit of defensive play. Good bait on the neutral up. Now you got the offensive play. DP break for the kill, denying Maigo that round. This is what you need. That's how you take back momentum.
Get ready.
Really well done. Catches him low.
Damage.
Oh, big wall punish incoming.
Dun.
Oh, ripped him again. So to the day that he does. I'm gonna go get command grabs. Oh, he tried to, but he's ready. So much good side swap. Nice. Yeah, a lot of Hotaru players don't necessarily go for that crossover, but he went for the cross cut to be able to get so. A crouch B confirm leads into the super that gives him a game at least. 1-2 against Maigo.
Yeah, nice stuff. I also love the fact that they represent command grab twice in a row, right? I know a ton of people wouldn't do that, but ShadowX representing it, showing Maigo, no matter what, on the offense, I'm going to pick the option that I feel is going to work, and that tells Maigo right away that there is no pattern to read. He's just going based on feel, and that is a terrifying player to go against.
Maigo has some solid defense too, because when he did that Shadow did that short hop, he walked back expecting a throw, and Maigo didn't take the bait. He was ready to press when he needed to. Goes for the rev blow here.
Oh, the chase?
Oh yeah. Hook it.
Very nice. It appears that Maigo is starting to crack a little bit under that pressure. ShadowX taking a very good round and opting just keep it cool. Going for the approach ball, that dive kick from Maigo. Not to the damage, of course, but it does send you back to neutral where that fireball is such a threat. It allows Maigo to have some creative offense, do whatever they want. A good check on the shins. Big throw from ShadowX. That's how you steal the momentum. You've got the corner, but nothing's set in stone just yet. Good just defense from both sides. And that is a whiff punish at all time.
That's what command grab, so it's going to be scaled quite a bit. But even still, it is a nice little confirm. Okay, Maigo, you're getting a little bit too crazy with the DPs. I don't know what's happening.
DP hungry for sure. Not enough to kill. One more 50-50 for your life.
Load straight on through.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so ambiguous, bro. What? No way. He's gonna spin SPG. This is what he's setting up for.
Jesus Christ. Maigo is a genius with the SPG placement. This is why they do this. You're absolutely right about this call fun.
That's what I was saying. She's so strong in neutral already that having her carry the back. Oh my god. And goes for the red flow in it. He tied it up. Regardless of everything. Regardless of the fact that Shadow worked so hard to get him to that point, now we're tied up. Maigo's on tournament point.
Jesus, I felt that. Like if I'm Shadow, that would probably tilt me to my core. Opting for the short hops, try to get over the fireball. He represents the throw, but no whip punish. Maigo gonna get a solid combo here, and that's how you steal the lead for such an important round. But opts to play patient.
Try to do it. Nice, goes for that's it. Ends it with a perfect Maigo 3-1 off of the back of a solid mistake from Shadow. Some mistakes end up with you potentially losing the set. Some mistakes end up with you losing games. And in this situation, a mistake causes you to lose the tournament. Unfortunate, but still, I'm seeing the GGs in the chat. There is nothing better than what we have seen today in City of the Wolves. Shadow still made it to grand finals. All of these players in top 8 are phenomenal players.